All right, we're live.
Welcome to a Merry Crystalhue Christmas New Year Pride. It has been a long year. All of you working hard. Only a while ago did your local helper come out and say hello and explain the grand gesture that is the Festival of Crystalhue. Nobody argued. Nobody in your companions seemed bothered by it as well. Surprisingly, even Valerie seemed okay with the idea of doing this holiday.
Oh, nice.
And now it is the morning of. All of you, deathly aware that there's been letters sent out to your families to come visit. It is the morning of. How's everybody preparing? I will be going down on the list. So we're gonna start with the part-time pair. Hello, Perry. How are you preparing for the morning of Crystalhue? It's cold.
It is cold. I think Perry is taking extra special care when getting dressed and ready, making sure that they look their best. And I feel like after they get ready, honestly, they're probably running around sticking their nose into any preparations that are being made and are trying to help people.
People would definitely let you help. You would see quite a few strangers actually going around. A very strange sight. Everybody in Luma kind of knows each other at this point. It's not like the smallest town, but it's not the biggest. Everybody kind of knows everybody's faces. So with the coming of guests, many people have come in. Where exactly do you think you would want to help?
Anything that involves decoration.
Anything that involves decoration. Yes, you go to help begin the decorations. It is a colorful sight, many brightly colored laurels. You see Lindsay way too high on a stepladder than you think should be allowed, getting handed things by a Strixman, who is having a pleasant conversation with her. Do you approach them?
Yes.
Delightful. You look back and you see a smiling man, a bit big for Strix, but that doesn't seem to be a problem as you see him fluttering up and down, helping with decorations and having a lovely, if a bit awkward, conversation with Lindsay. And as Lindsay smiles and she looks to you and she says, "Oh, hello!
Guten Morgen!
Guten Morgen!" You call out, and so does Lindsay back to you. The man kind of awkwardly smiling and then going to wave and then fluttering away, kind of quickly. And you see her smiling and waving. And then she smiles back to you and she says, "Are you prepared?"
Yes, I am doing what I can. Is there anything I can help you with, my dear?
I think you're prepared. Sorry, that was really funny, Hannah. I think I. Well, a lot of people have been asking me to stop climbing up on the ladders, so I'm gonna probably be making you do that. But I'm quite a picky decorator, so you're gonna be listening to me. All right, boss?
Aye, aye, Captain.
She looks a little bit too pleased with that sentence. As she starts handing you laurels and crystals, and little balls that whenever you shake them, they make a grand light. And you are decorating the ceilings and the foyer, the rugs. It is rainbow vomit throw up,
Yeah!
but it is the most saturated beauty. And it is a big difference from outside where it is just snowing. I imagine Perry would not be that bad at decorating and understanding direction, so I'm not gonna make you roll. I think that Perry would do an excellent job.
Aw.
Switch,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
I think Gala also gets ready a little bit. I don't think she's going to be like. I mean, it's a nice big public event. She's showing up as the Baroness, so I think based on kind of the things she's read about and been told about, she's probably gonna participate in doing like the cool like hair chalk thing a little bit. So she's got like some colors
Nice.
in her
Aw,
hair.
So
that's
cute.
So nice with her hair.
Yeah, she's got it done up like nice, so it's like things, and she's got like a nice little dress on for like with like a winter cloak, and I think maybe what she's planning to do is kind of help with preparations, but specifically if there's any like events going on that need to be organized, like just making sure all the logistics are in place for that, like that when it's time, this is where we find this, or if there's people wanting to do like if there's like a more formal aspect to it, making sure that is ready to go.
You would know that outside of the main hall, there is many bonfires being lit to be prepared for the grand feast for the night. You would see quite a few people wandering around. You would see a older-ish looking human, kind of hounding over some people, telling them where things should go so that the meat doesn't go bad. Oh, we need to put this cake over here. Oh, could we possibly try doing this? I know that blah blah blah. There's only so much. You see stress in his eyebrows, and he looks to you, glasses down to the tip of his nose as he pushes them up and says, "Oh, you're the Baroness?"
Yes,
believe?
yes, you're correct. I wanted to see if there was anything I could help with organizing the event.
Well, he looks over you. You are a mage?
Yes.
You can, oh, I shouldn't be bossing you around.
Oh, okay.
Oh, thank you. If it's possible, do you think that you could use some magic to help preserve the meats? I understand the cold, but some of these are fine marbled venison. I don't want them going bad.
Would I have to?
Uh,
I don't know. I don't know if I've got anything for that.
don't worry. I, Ashton Bones, say that this is a fun session, and using different magics is very common in Galarion to preserve meats, and I imagine in
Okay.
Kyonin it is very common, considering it can get kind of moist.
Yeah, gets yucky.
Gets yuck.
Yes, of course I can do that. It's no problem.
Thank you. You sit with this man, making some circles for magics to hold some nice looking meats. You see some seasonings being brought out. It is a feast being prepared and frozen in time, essentially, for whenever it gets to sunset.
That makes sense.
Eventually, you lose track of this man. In the middle of your spell casting, he seems to be far gone, trying to run after somebody else. No. And you are left alone. Hello, the Grinch. How are you, my little boy?
I'm good. I think Warwick. I'm sorry, it changed it 'cause I
You
thought it
kind
was
of are gonna
funny.
be the Grinch today, I think.
You are gonna be a little bit of
Well,
a Grinch.
actually, Warwick wakes up in the morning, and I think he
Is surrounded by children.
he is surrounded by children, but I also think that he did his best to get together like stuff for them to have during this, like little patchwork coats if they want them, or like chalk for like hair if they want it so they can be dressed up.
That's so
Oh.
cute.
And then I think that he thought for a long time he was just gonna go dressed in his usual warm gear. And I think that he's mostly wearing that, but I do think he has a patchwork coat that he is going to wear. And I think he ties his hair up with like a colorful ribbon.
That's so
Aw.
cute.
Yeah, I
God.
imagine like the kids like waking you up, shaking you. Warwick,
Yeah. What?
the chalk. It's it's not my fault.
Did you eat it?
It was. I thought.
Do you know what happens if you eat the chalk on Crystalhue? The Zonzon doll gets you.
I hope you heard that horse noise as you just hear a whining screech as you see a bunch of the kids start freaking out. It looked really sweet. It was pink.
Well, okay,
It
there's nothing
tasted
I.
bad. Oh,
I'm sure it did. There's nothing I can do about that now, but you do have to behave yourselves for the rest of the day, or I'm gonna tell the Zonzon doll.
But that means you'll never get this, right? No.
Well, now I have to go find more chalk, but then I'll help you guys get ready.
Okay.
I was going to say, I think the first part of the morning is just getting himself ready and then getting all of the kids ready. And then I think he heads out with his flock of children. And I think specifically he's going to go to wherever like food is being prepared. And awkwardly to whoever is there, I think he's going to admit that he doesn't know a lot about the food prepared on his stay, but he would like to help, and the kids can also help.
Yeah. You come out and you see somebody with palish hair holding a pen, running up and down the tables, and looking to you and oh, hello. You squint. You have many children.
Yes,
Hmm.
they're my helpers.
Looks down at a paperclip sign. We didn't account for this many children. I didn't know that you had so many.
He looks down at them. He looks back up. Do you need them to make they can make cookies? Do you need cookies?
Well, I'm not actually preparing the food. I'm keeping track of how much the portions and all of those things. You're the Warwick boy. The Warwick man. You are a
The
man.
Warwick man. Yes, I suppose that is me.
Yes, you are an excellent hunter. I was hoping if it was possible, do you think since there is a few more hands and mouths to feed, you could possibly help with some of the food?
Oh, that's why I came over here. I was hoping to help.
Well, okay, so we have many things of venison. So I was hoping since we have some lamb, some little lamb, we might need some goat meat. There's goats here,
I can get goat meat.
and we were hoping to make some fine seafood. Nobody has gotten any because it's not fresh. If it's not fresh, then it's useless, and nobody wants rotten lobster meat or crabs. The scallops. Get seafoods, please. Staring
will-
at numbers, staring at this paper clipped board. And then like looks up to you and says, "Please, pretty please."
Yes, I can do that. He looks at the kids. Wait, right here, 1 second. He shuffles closer to the man.
Not a man.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Hey, listen, they really wanted desserts today. Can, like, you let them make cookies or something, please?
Looks back at the children already like reaching around the tables. To cookies, I'll find the chef. I'll find the chef. Clap, clap. Come along, little lemlings. Ooh,
Go with
and
them.
starts like kind of running from them, guiding them, but
Get
running.
them! He says, get them!
Sweating as they walk away from you. And
Run, my
you-
beautiful little monster.
And you are the bravest little creature on a Christmas day being sent out to Walmart to get more food.
Yep. I think that he really wanted to, like, bake or something, because he was like, yeah, Crystalhue, that seems like baking. And they're like, we need meat. And he's like, fine.
Go fish, little boy.
Get us some crawdads.
Get us some crawdads. Hello,
We'll do
lover
it.
boy.
It's me.
How are you doing this fine, Crystalhue?
He's doing awesome. I'm sending back in Dea in his little patchwork coat, his little Malaro again because he's so cute.
Cute little guy.
And he's getting ready. He probably got ready bright and early because this is the day. There's going to be a lot of stuff we have to do today. You can't do it yesterday. Can't do it tomorrow. Today. And so he gets ready, and I feel like he is like having Lindsay around and having everybody else around is really nice because he thought he was going to have to do all of this himself. So I think actually he's probably working on kind of making sure that his little fireworks are all in order for later whenever it's like bonfire time. And kind of like triple checking that stuff where he's left it kind of like around Polaris.
Okay. You are wandering around fixing things up. As you look over your fireworks, you see that they're actually quite well and in order. And then you hear a small cough. Excuse me.
Yes. Is there something that you need? And he turns over and he's like really excited, like eyes sparkling, you know?
You see a taller woman, hands behind her back, crossed. And it is an orange tiefling.
Oh,
As she
okay.
looks down at you, and she says, "This is Luma, correct?"
Yes, the capital, Polaris.
Polaris, yes. Is Crystalhue for this year in this place an open celebration? And am I allowed to go anywhere?
Yes, of course. There will be some, well, depending on what people want to do. There will probably be some festivities inside. We have some communal areas and we have the fort, but most of it will be later when the sun goes down. But anybody can join. We really wanted sort of all of the people and their guests to join in.
I see. She smiles and she says, "I understand. Thank you. I hope to enjoy the festivities."
I hope that you do as well. And please, whether you're a guest or a resident or potentially a new resident, feel free if you have any feedback as the night goes on. I and our counselor Lindsay are kind of the two people in charge of this holiday, and we'd love to hear if we could make it even better next year. Okay?
Well, you're working so hard, I would feel terrible telling you if I disliked something. I'll try my best.
Of course, but it's better to
she-
wait. It's better to know than to waste your time on something that everybody hates. I feel like that's the worst case scenario.
She seems kind of taken aback at how quickly you speak, nodding and saying, yes. Well, you're Dea, then?
Yes, I am Amadeus Arcadius Blastimil, also known as Dea, the treasurer of Luma.
I see. Well, I hope to see you again soon. And she gives a slightly awkward bow before walking away, hands still behind her back, as if she is an old man walking through a grocery store.
Okay, I'll stay warm. And he guys, it goes to wave. I feel like he was about to ask her name, but he's not going to stop her from leaving.
Okay. I need to ask. Is everybody ready for combat?
Probably.
I love social combat.
No, man.
OOC or in character?
Yes.
Should probably.
OOC, yes. In character, probably not.
Gonna switch one of my things around and call it good.
I'm solid. My sheet stays the same.
Yeah. Oh, can I guess I'll ask this. Am I technically wearing my armor because I said that I was wearing my normal stuff just with the fucking coat on top?
I don't see why not.
Okay.
Dea is not wearing his armor because he needs to be fleet of foot.
It's true.
Fleet them feet.
Yeah.
Them be-
Fleet them toes. Okay. Pause real quick while I find the music.
Okay, I'll pause. We're live again.
Hello. I welcome you to the pits of combat. That is the ballroom. All of you sit an opposite table to where you were the first time you all met, as you are at the head of this entire
shit.
hall.
Oh yeah, we are. Oh,
You
we're the
could
leaders.
technically- Yeah, you could sit yourself amongst the people, but for now, as people are being brought in and sat down, you are the heads of this country, and you must sit at your table. Welcome, little babies, to my Crystalhue Super Smash Brawl 76 characters battle.
It's so strong of you.
There, that's so intense to me. Yeah, there's a lot of people here, and I'm scared, Dea.
That's fair.
Nothing.
I
could
need
go
everybody.
wrong.
I need everybody to roll initiative.
Swag.
What are we using for initiative?
Diplomacy.
Oh
Ooh,
god.
I'm gonna be
Oh, I'm
phenomenal.
so good at that.
No.
Oh my god.
Like, okay.
I did get a nat 20 though.
Oh,
Holy
that's so
shit, for
funny.
real?
I got a nat 1.
Oh my god.
31.
Wink.
So I got a 15 total, but man,
That was my one fucking nat 20 for the night on it.
I'm too excited. I'm having heart palpitations and I'm having to drink water.
Yeah,
You just hear
like you just.
Yeah, literally.
Is there any bonus
Sweater.
towards diplomacy?
No, it's a 0. A 0.
No wonder you said, "Oh
Let's go,
no."
Lauren.
Yeah.
Wow, look at us, huh?
Man, first roll's really setting a mood. I don't know what kind of mood, but it's a mood.
Yeah.
Okay. I have your initiatives. Thank God there's nobody else in this party. This initiative TN. So I don't have to roll 15 million people. Welcome, little babies, to the Crab Cake Festival. You are all sat down and are beginning to feel the horrors of being in charge.
Yeah.
As everybody is looking to you. Dea, I do not think it is an exaggeration to say that a reason why you are doing so badly is because people keep asking on you.
Yeah.
So you will get people being like, oh, blah 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 blah, and you're just like, I'm a bit busy.
I pick up my glass of water and it's shaking, you know?
Yeah,
Hosts never get to enjoy their own parties.
Oh no.
hosts
Mhm.
never get to enjoy their own parties ever. And so now we look. I'm scared.
You got this.
You can do it. I'm
Yeah,
so
we're having
ready.
fun.
And even
Yeah.
if it's like messy, we're gonna have fun with it.
Yeah, we're messy.
Yeah.
Hell, probably especially if it's messy.
Oh yeah. We love it when it's messy.
So we begin the grand introductions. I do not think I need to introduce your companions, as all of them are brought in one at a time as heroes that began the foundation of Luma, along with all of you. Last, you finally see sight of a little gnome man that has been missing from action. Him being announced as Jubilost Nartropol, great founder of the Migolin Star Guide to Foods and to Travel, and sat down, not at the front, but down just close enough to where he looks important.
A celebrity.
A celebrity. He has Instagram followers, you see. And so I begin the scary part. As you are introduced to Nika of House Labeta from Silverhall. And Dea, not Dea, kill yourself. Warwick, you see the person who was hassling you about getting seafood.
Oh my
yeah,
god!
The second you said tail hair and a pen.
You see somebody skipping a little bit too much before beginning to calm down. Hands to the front, trying very hard not to just stare at Perry before giving up and just waving.
Trailer's
Just a
back.
little bit. Just a little bit before sitting down.
That's even funnier. You did sick your kids on them.
Do you have anything to say to Perry as you recognize this person that got trapped with babysitting duty?
Mark leans over. Perry, do you know them?
Yes! That is my bestest friend in the whole wide world, Nika.
I sicked my children on your best friend.
Why did you do that?
I wanted them to make cookies.
Did they attack
No, but they were running away from the kids, and so I told the kids to chase after them.
them? Oh well. That's okay.
Crawley of House Boone and his partner, Aziraphale. As you see a handsome elven man who looks a little bit miffed, and then a Strix who goes over to the announcer and whispers something very hushedly, but like kind of snottily. And you see the announcer, Crowley,
Yeah.
Crowley, Robin, Boone.
Yep.
You see a blush go over as the Strix goes back a little bit too excited to Crowley, who seems a little bit like embarrassed, but walks just a little bit faster, like hand on shoulder, making go fast as they go to sit, and he like gives a small wave to you, Gala, before like hand on shoulder, just like, oh. Perry, you recognize that Strix as the person that seemed a bit too stressed to speak with you.
Per's gonna like lean over to Gal and say, "Oh, I saw him earlier.
Did you? Oh my goodness.
Yes,
That-
he was helping Lindsay with the decorations, but he ran rather fast after I approached."
Zero can be preoccupied. For sure. Gala's just like, I think, a little bit like wrapped up in her own happiness at like, oh my god, they're here.
Here. You don't see any of your other family, but you are a little bit obsessed with your brother, so I believe that it is more than enough for Gala.
Yes, it is.
As you see Midge begin to slither away from you and go slithering over to Crowley.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh shit, she can talk now.
Ooh, she gonna tell on you?
Oh no.
Crowley,
That's like-
kill!
Yeah, that's like the secret. Like I think that's literally the thought process of like Gala like seeing me like, oh okay, and then there's like this moment where she like grips her chair a little bit and she's like, I can't. I'm in front of everyone. Okay. Okay. Normal.
Let's hope my sneak doesn't kill my brother. I want to kill someone.
Don't tell him that.
You hear a small bit of trumpet as you see a very proud-looking woman, hair tied back with a fanciful cape and a shield, and then an Aldori sword. Iviana, Aldori sword lord, best of her kind, and her husband, Yosef. No title given to him, as you see this man clutching at the arm of his sweet, sweet wife. His sweet, sweet wife. As Gala, you recognize this man, who looks a little bit somehow more pathetic next to this very strong-looking woman. Who does not have a picker right now, but it will be fixed during the break. Here is their description.
I remember
so
hearing
fucking
about this, but
funny.
that's so fucking
It's very
funny.
good. I think Dea sits up really straight and goes to kind of like as if like they wouldn't see him because he's at the fucking literal head of these tables. I do think that he waves his hand a little bit and like excitedly like blows a kiss to them because he's really excited to see them. But nobody else has talked to their guests, so he's not going to talk to them yet.
I have terrible news. You do see as your mother pulls up a hand to call out, Dea, darling, the decorations are fantastic.
I'm so glad you like the mamochka. Please, I hope you enjoy the festivities.
You see your father wave, and he says, "You've done well for yourself." And he like drags his loving wife over to a chair.
Nice.
Warwick, you have no family. You do not expect anybody to call out for you.
You're correct.
You do see, however, your kind of not your children sat down at a table close enough to yours, and they smile and wave to you.
He waves at them.
Oh, that's cute.
You do not need blood here to know that you have a home.
Oh.
And so, I'm going to begin combat. Parry! The festivities have not come to a beginning. I need all of you to make your announcements and your call-out posts before the great feast begins.
Oh, that's right. We're gonna probably have toasts and
You
stuff. Oh
must
God, we're the leaders
toast.
of the country. I forgot.
Make a
Oh,
toast!
great. This is great. Okay.
Make a toast! Barry, make a toast!
Okay.
Let's go, Mr. Diplomacy.
I didn't prepare this.
Same.
I'd like to dedicate this toast to the motherfuckers who lost to a bitch from the woods.
This is kind of a character that he's first initiative, because Perry would be excited about making toasts.
Yeah.
He will stand up with his drink in hand. I cannot make up toasts on the fly. I think
You
Perry
can give
would.
a vibe.
Yeah, I think Perry is just gonna get into like welcoming everybody and thanking everyone for like being here and participating in this celebration that marks our first year settling down in spite of all the difficulties.
All of the difficulties.
All of the difficulties.
Please roll diplomacy.
Is it allowed to do nudge fate?
Yes.
Yay!
I like that.
Anything to have my favorite guys win.
It's true.
31 again. I rolled the same as my initiative.
Oh wow.
Slay! Please write it down. I'm going to average them.
Okay, well, 31's an incredible start.
Stupendous.
Are
Hello,
the
Miss
NPC
Erin.
leaders also going to?
I imagine they are, but this ain't about them. They're not the piece.
Okay.
These,
Yeah,
they're
no,
not
that's
important.
a really good point. That's a really good point. I didn't think about it like that.
Hello, Baroness.
That's me.
Hello, Miss Boone.
That's me. Oh, sorry, I just cracked my back like 5 times. Okay.
You are
Um,
centered at the table.
Yeah.
What would you like to
Yeah.
say?
Yeah, I think, Galilea, like, stands up a bit, makes a toast, calls attention, and, sorry, I got some in my eye, shit, is going to say, it is such an honor to have everyone here together for Crystalhue, whether or not this is one of your treasured holidays, it is still a treasured moment to share with each other, to celebrate the things we have accomplished and honor the efforts we have put in to establish our new kingdom. And I think there is an aspect that we have all been drawn here, whether you have come from very far or you're from one of the neighboring kingdoms originally, you have all been drawn here. And I know that none of this could have been done without the people here with me and without the people here sitting before me. So I thank you all for attending this celebration tonight, and I hope you all enjoy this moment to reward yourselves for all the hard work you have put in to our, and I mean our, fair kingdom.
Make me a diplomacy
That was really
saving
good.
throw.
That was
Oh,
really good.
fuck. Thank you. I improv that. That turned out really good.
That was really good. I liked that a lot.
I had to make it good because if I roll bad, maybe Ash will be nice to me. Nudge fate on this roll too, by the way.
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
We always
Oh
get a
dang
nudge
it!
that
I
fate.
could have. Oh, I could have done tweak appearances
If
on you
it's
guys.
cocked, can I re-roll it?
If it's cocked, yeah.
Okay, good. Because
2.
it was a 2 or 18, and I'm like, I'm not gonna.
I forgot to mention this, and I need to bring this up really quick. Before we go too far, I need to bring this up. As you all come to this place, it is not a battlefield of blood and swiping quickly. It is a battlefield of wit, cleverness, and words. All of you, no matter how willing you are to share words with people, understand the importance of this, and you are filled with a great determination, as I am giving you all 3 hero points.
Yippee!
Holy
That's
shit!
awesome for rerolls. That's so good.
Yippee.
Can I ask something?
After Hannah rolls real quick.
Oh, it is a thing that could give a bonus to Hannah's roll.
Is it keep the tweak appearances?
I was gonna ask if I could, since I am a little host, and I would be up everyone's butthole all day.
I will say yes because I'm staring at work and I'm very scared for him.
Okay, cool. You get tweak appearances, Hannah, which is you get a +1 to this.
I
me.
would like to use a hero point.
Yeah.
That was a natural 1, so that is. I did not do that improv for fucking nothing. So do it again. All right, let's go. Okay, so that's this plus this, and I got the +1 from you, and there's a nudge fate. So I rolled a 17. I have a +9 plus the 1, so that's 27, and with nudge fate it might be a 28 if that's necessary.
Nice. Please send in 28.
Yes. I keep doing. Oh god, I'm addicted to waifu, but I keep doing the $sign. Don't like that.
Hello. I keep wanting to call you Grinch. Hello, Warwick.
I'm the Grinch.
The Grinch
The
baby.
Joker baby.
It has come to your turn on the table, as I imagine Valerie sits down after giving a very long speech about the dedication of the people in the greater military that
Mhm.
she hopes to build slowly.
I think Orc is going to grab his glass and he's going to stand up. And he's going to hold it up and he says, "A toast to this celebration as a mark of our bonds as a community. And I hope to many more years of prosperity, health, and the birth of healthy children in this, our stolen lands."
That's really good. That's really good.
Very good, very good,
Hell
very good.
yeah, brother. Hell yeah,
Roll.
brother.
Hell yes.
Ooh, okay. 19 total with the +1.
Nice. Okay, please write that down. Dea, you stand up as you see Lindsay sit down, her speaking on how happy she is to give counsel to everyone in this nation and how happy she is to be here after living a long life of tyranny. She sits and you stand.
Friends and loved ones, I am honored to see you all come together today. Love can mean different things, but to me it is the connections between all of us. Every person at this table and every person in this room I love that you are here with us. Because this is a home that we have built on love, on light, on hope. And I hope that this can be the beginning of everything. And I hope that we can continue to build what we have already built today.
Please roll diplomacy.
I will.
Oh, Nudge Fate also.
Nice.
Forgot.
Nice.
Kept forgetting.
I'm gonna do a reroll. That wasn't very good at
You
all.
and me, buddy.
That was a nat 1 again. I need to use a different dice.
Daya's
Okay.
dice are about as lucky as him.
Oh, okay, this is a lot better. Okay, 1 second.
Days I said that speech?
33.
Oh shit.
Good lord,
Make sure
you
you send that
guys.
in.
Jesus.
Yeah.
We will
The
not
best I
fail.
can get is a 21 with the bonus.
I
22 if I had remembered Nudge Fate. Sorry.
Daya's speech was short, but it was very earnest, and everybody felt it.
I was gonna say, yeah, everybody feels your speech and feels the air in the room. You are at the end of the table, Daya. Somebody who has been spoken to this entire time, frequently being asked on. And as people reach the end of the leader's table, you see people begin to stand and cheer.
A call for the joy of Luma,
Yeah.
for the children and the nation. As all of you begin with a +1 to attitude from everybody in this room.
Wow,
yeah.
we did it, everybody.
You won Christmas.
We won Christmas. Wow.
Okay.
I want you to know in my notes I was writing too fast and I spelled attitude as attitude. So
Attitude.
yeah, attitude.
Speaking of attitude, hello Perry. Food is being distributed, and you're finally allowed to talk to people. Where are you gonna go?
Beelining to Nika.
Beelining. You make a fucking hoof motion as you run up to Nika,
Who immediately opens up their arms. Perry, it's been too long.
Nika! Runs and hugs.
When are you going to come home? I miss
I know!
you.
It's been so long! It's been so busy!
Oh, you see them pet at your hair, a cooing sound. Barry, I missed you. Life isn't the same without my muse.
I feel like Perry gets a little teary-eyed and like is squeezing them and is just starting to ramble about like as soon as I can I'll find time to get over to you and maybe we can set up a route so you can get here faster or and they're just like going off.
just being gay little fucking people. I understand.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you have anything you want to say, pressing Nika? Any questions, concerns, thoughts?
I think Perry will ask how it's been at home. And I think... Oh, go ahead.
Stressful.
Has something happened?
I'm starting to. I was already there, but I'm going to become the head of the household in a few years.
Nika!
Can I live in the woods?
You would not. You would hate it there. You would get lost again.
No, I wouldn't. I don't want to be a responsible little one. I am tired. I'm an artist, not a politician.
I know. Will you have advices?
Yes? Can I steal yours?
You can ask for their opinions while you're here, but we do need them here.
Oh. Oh
But think-
no.
Think of it this way. If you become head of house, that means we have endless number of excuses to meet with each other.
But we won't have any time.
And we will make it.
Perry, you must break my neck and send me to a hospital. I do not want to leave.
Nika, if I broke your neck, I think I would have to kill myself.
No, you don't have to kill me. You just have to break something. A toe. How will I have to do things? I have broken a toe.
That's true. They can't expect you to run a house when you've broken a bone. I can introduce you to someone who's really good at breaking bones.
My bones? That's scary. What girls have you been meeting?
And we got Galileo.
I think we already know. Yeah, I think when it's like it's like appropriate, like maybe she just like if there's a couple, she's like, yes, happy Crystalhue, and gets up and goes and also like beelines, maybe like not into like a running hug, but like does like kind of like have like the thing where and like she goes up and like is like holding her hands like very excited, like, you're here, oh my gosh.
You see Crowley is looking down at Midge, staring before looking up, lifting his goggles where you see his scary eyeballs.
Yeah.
And he blinks down at you and says, "Oh, there you are." And he pulls you in, tight hug.
Oh yeah, Galileo reciprocates it like very much, like very excited.
No, you should get a different announcer if they don't want to say people's names right.
I really should have. I was busy thinking about the other things. I really should have given them more of a rundown about what was going to happen. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry about that.
It's fine. Most people don't get it right the first time anyway. I'm not gonna do David Tennant's Scottish accent. Let's go.
You don't gotta. You don't gotta.
Know that it is David Tennant speaking. And he smiles down at you and says, "Midge is a lot stronger."
Yes, she is. We've done a lot of ridiculous, crazy things out here, so I would imagine she has gotten stronger.
You see him pull down his goggles and stares at you and says, "What are you up to?"
Oh, well, there was the time where we fought Tatzelworms, and, where we started fighting kobolds, but then became friends with them. And there was also a weird guy in a basement. That was crazy. I don't know what that's about yet. He's
You're
gone
meeting
now.
Men in basements.
Well, not like that yet, but you know. Yeah. There's a lot of fae stuff out here, dwarven ruins, a lot of really interesting stuff. If you wanted to check any of it out, I'm sure I could do an expedition with you.
I heard there was elven ruins nearby on the Candlemere Island.
I have not. There's like clearly like a little bit of like she hear like when like Galilea hears like Candlebeer, there's like this moment where she's like, Like it's very like a moment of like, oh fuck, um, and just kind of like, I have not been on Candlemere Island yet.
He looks to you and says, "You know that Kyonin would give a great deal for you to reclaim what is theirs." He does big quotes. And then I grab Warwick and I airlift you. What are you doing?
That's me. I guess for now he's probably just chatting with a few people here and there, and then I think he's gonna swing by. I think just the kids' table for now and just check in on them.
I'm gonna be real. I do imagine it is a for real kids table. It's like all of the kids of Luma like sat down at a table, and it's like there's paper on it so that they can draw. There's chicky nuggies,
That's cute.
He like crouches
plain
down.
tacos.
So he crouches down so he's more like on their level as they're sitting at the table. Much a drawing.
You see, look over. I have a crab. What are you drawing?
Me?
You.
I'm not drawing anything. I'm doing boring leadership things like talking to nobles and other leaders. I wish I was drawing.
You're a leader. You're in charge.
Yeah,
can
it's
just-
kind of what?
You can just draw.
I can't just draw.
You see some minor child bullying as there are some people shoved out of the way. To make room for you to sit down.
Okay, well, don't shove other kids. Don't do that. But thank you. He'll sit at the little table.
You see quite a few drawings. They are childish, but it's quite warm and hopeful. Before you feel somebody tap on your shoulder,
Oh. He looks up.
you see an orange tiefling. Before we cut to the lover boy.
Oh. I was wondering where that fucking tiefling went.
Well, I'm very curious about what's about to happen with the tiefling, but hello, it's me. It's the lover boy. It's the host.
The MC.
Yeah, if you will. He's gonna go run up to his mom and his dad and is gonna give him really big hugs. I'm about to be so unprofessional because I'm literally about to be that loud Russian family that's just loudly affectionate, like, oh, Mamushka, how are you doing? How was the trip?
Oh, my little boy! As you feel your hair must, a hand going to the ribbon and your clothes. Oh, my little boy, you've been so busy.
I have been, yes. It's really one thing after another the minute you get put behind the desk.
You see your father look up and say, "Oh, Dea, your hair."
Oh, yes. And he goes to kind of touch at his roots and say, I must be graying early. Getting the good looks from my father, huh?
You see your mom look a bit too smug at that. For your comfort as the child.
Yeah, literally. Stop thinking my dad's hot.
As you see her nod and say, "Well, if you'd like, I have dyes in my bag. if you are interested, I do understand liking the look, but if you ever want to try.
I might consider it, honestly. I didn't quite expect it, but I'll mess around with it. We'll see what fits.
Oh, my little one. And she takes your cheeks and holds them, and then she says, "How are you doing? I can hear your heart from here."
Please, it's just that it's an excited day, but I'm doing a lot better. Um, I don't quite need so much help to get around. I'm very independent now.
You didn't have to be. I'm just worried.
I know.
You've been gone for so long.
You know, when I came out here, I thought that it would be a more a one and done situation, but I realized that this is more of a long-term commitment. But I promise I'm very happy doing what we're doing out here. I I wanted I wanted to make you proud of me.
You see them look to each other and then to you, and before you can hear their response of whether or not they're proud to you, "Hello, Perry."
Hi.
Nika is sobbing in your arms.
Yeah, I think Perry is like petting their hair and is like looking around for anything that could distract and cheer them up. Is going to perk up and say, "Uh, now, let's dry our tears. It's a fun day. Do you want to meet some of my friends?
Um, friends?
Yes, I have so many friends here. I've been dying to
No,
introduce them to you.
no. My little Perry is not mine anymore.
I will always be yours. There's not a thing in the world that could change that.
You see them gibbly tears.
Perry is going to wipe the Ghibli tears and give little kisses on the cheek. He said, come.
They follow. Who are you going to introduce?
I'm gonna roll a d4 real quick.
Let's go. Let's go.
Gonna walk over to Warwick's table.
Let's go!
You walk over and you see a tiefling woman staring at you. She kind of has a flicker in her eye before she nods her head to you, Warwick, and walks away.
Shit.
Bork looks up. Bork looks back to Perry. What the fuck?
Oh, is that a friend?
Don't know. He did openly say what the fuck in front of a bunch of kids.
You get chalk thrown at you.
Oh!
You see a sobbing little noble creature behind Perry, holding his hand in a death grip.
Oh, it's you again.
Your children, they called me stupid.
They're just kids. They don't mean it.
It's very scary. Kids are terrifying. They scared me.
Oh, they're harmless, aren't you? He gives one of those, like, messes up their hair. Yeah, see?
Nika's looking down at this kid's table like it is a cage of rats.
We were just drawing. Did you want to join us?
Oh, Dika, you could show them your art.
They're using chalk and crayons. I will try. As they take one of the pieces of chalk stuck between your horns and start to draw. As we cut to you, Miss Galilea Galileo.
Oh shit. kind of forgot I was in the rotation. I was too busy being in the moment of this. I just wanted to hear more about how these children were going to torment the little little Gardas boy.
The little notch wink.
Yeah. We left off with Crowley telling me about how Kionan would be really interested in the Elven ruins on Luma. I mean, on
Yes.
Candlemere.
That they would be willing to give up a lot to reclaim it. Which you, Gala, know that a little bit of that means that Kionan would be coming to basically claim that as part of their country.
Oh.
Remember how I told you how Kionan got really mad when they came back from being on the elf planet and then they found people where they used to live and they were just like, what the fuck? Y'all didn't even wait for the fucking body to go cold, and everybody's just like, what the fuck are you? It's been 2,000 years.
They're like, that's a lifetime. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you for reminding me what that actually means. Thank you. 'Cause
I love to memify Galarion history.
it's crazy.
I love to the one video history of everything Galarion.
He is looking at you. He looks kind of not serious per se, but he does look like he's hmm?
Well, I don't know if we need to worry about that just yet. There's some other problems on Candlemere that I think would have to be addressed first, and I don't know if I want Kionan. I want Kionan as maybe an ally, but I don't know if I want them as a neighbor.
He starts tapping at his chin. It's hard to see his eyes under the goggles, something you know he delights in,
Yeah.
as nobody gets to understand his expressions. But you know what he's thinking. You've known him long enough. He looks a bit proud.
Oh.
And he shrugs and says, you definitely don't have to have Kionan as a neighbor. Having them as an ally would be an okay-ish thing, but I don't think they'll respect anybody that isn't older than 5,000 years old.
Yes, Yes. I am aware of that.
You might find sympathy from the queen. However, I do think you should know you do have a criminal in your council.
In my council?
Yes.
I'm trying to remember the
Well, descendant of a criminal.
descendant of a criminal. Which one is that?
As we cut to the Grinch!
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Hello.
Hello! White Boy knows how to draw.
Yes. And also, while everyone starts drawing, and also Perry told Nika that Warwick is the friend that's good at breaking bones, so I'm sure that they loved that.
Yeah.
I actually think that if Perry and Nika are okay with it, he's gonna excuse himself from the table. He's going after the tiefling. He's trying to find them.
You're trying to find that tiefling. That's
Yeah.
fair. You expertly take yourself out of the situation. As you are on a minor mission, I do not think it is an exaggeration, Mackenzie, when I say Warwick has never met another tiefling.
I can believe that.
At least not face to face. So it's very easy to find somebody
from across this hall, glowing blue eyes and orange skin, hands to her side a stiff-looking woman. And I will finally show you all what this person looks like.
Oh my god.
Warwick, do you approach this person?
Yes.
What do you say?
He walks up to her and he says, he like motions over his shoulder and he's, couldn't help but notice you seemed like you wanted something back there. Can I help you?
You see her eyes only slightly widen before going to a resting position. As she looks to you, she is the same height as you.
Oh,
You are
wow.
both very tall.
Oh, tall.
6'3", in fact.
Yep. Tall woman. She nods and she says, "Yes, I'm afraid I wanted to speak to you, but it seemed like you had an ally in your council that wanted to speak to you as well, and I found that more pressing than what I could say."
Oh, well, I mean, we were just drawing with the kids.
Even the small things are important, Warwick.
Okay, no, I guess it's not surprising that you know my name. That's fine. You're right. I do cherish the time that I spent with them, but you wanted to speak to me? What about?
Yes. She bows her head and she says, "It is nice to meet you. My
Well-
name is Kaliki.
Well-
I'm your cousin. Or I
What?
should say an extended half-sibling. Tieflings are complicated. Hello, lover boy."
A cousin?
Warwick's mouth just
I'm
goes
moving on.
agape. He's
Oh.
just staring.
Okay. Oh my god, the
Recover,
whiplash.
Recover!
Okay, I'm sorry. The whiplash in each round is crazy. Okay, hi. I'm talking to my parents, and I said I hope that I am making them proud.
Yes. Your mom just smiles at you and says, "We've always been proud of you, my boy. We could never not be proud of you. My son was always destined to do great things. You were born under a great star."
I don't even know if he knows what to say. I think he's just hugging his mom. I'm sorry if this is cringe,
Aw.
everybody. He loves his mom.
Yeah.
He might
I'm
ruin his
hugging
makeup. I'm so
myself.
for real. He has to like hug her, and then he has to do that thing where he pats under his eyes just a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This concealer was $50.
Yeah, I spent an hour on this.
Your head towards the ceiling, your mother gives you a hug, petting your hair, and says, "My little boy is beginning to look like a man. Change your roots. You're looking older than me."
I will make sure I can keep you feeling youthful.
"You're looking closer to your father than my precious little boy. Oh, you've grown too much."
Adventuring tends to do that. But how is Restov? How is home? I haven't had the chance to talk to you before the dinner, but I hope that you have enough time that I can show you the house that they built for you both.
Oh, of course we can always make time for that, darling.
Of course, you don't have to move in or anything. I just I it meant a lot to me to at least set one aside in case you did.
You
See her smile.
let me read something real quick.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay. Stop talking. Uh, she smiles at you and says, "Things have been well. I wanted to tell you." The other Aldori's overlords have begun to take notice of you. In a good way.
The other ones. Oh, that's exciting at the very least.
Yes. I wanted to bring up Jamal Aldori has been thinking about sending you an invitation to the Embeth Travelers Hunting Guild.
Oh.
It is up for debate right now, and the Great Hunt won't happen for another few years, but it's likely that you are to be invited. And that's where I cut and then pause.
Okay. Like pause the
Yes.
okay, pause the recording. We're live.
Perry, we come back to you.
Hi. Barry is gonna look around while the kids and Nika are drawing, and after a bit of drawing, Perry is going to tap Nika on the shoulder and say, "Do you want to meet someone very important?"
You see Nika, chalk in hand, like twist back.
Jesus.
Important?
Yes, they are very important to me.
Oh,
I suppose. If they are important to you, they are important to me.
No. Perry's going to stand up and hold out a hand to Nika.
Nika, take.
Whoop, whoop. Waddle, 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 waddle. Going over to Dea and his parents.
You walk in on the most embarrassing thing ever. I don't think Perry would be embarrassed. Dea, however, you see your friend walking up with somebody who looks like a noble, as your mom is grabbing your cheeks and calling you her sweet little baby who should have never
Yeah.
grown up.
I'm like trying to
Holding
keep
your
myself from
neck.
crying, and I'm now to meet a noble at my party. And Dea's going to kind of smile over to Perry and say, Perochka, please come. I haven't had a chance to introduce you since it's their first time visiting. Mamuchka, this is one of my partners, Perry.
One
Perry
of.
is
Yes. I am very fortunate and very blessed, and not avoiding the Shellenite stereotypes, I'm afraid.
She kind of like stares and she straightens up completely and looks at you and says, "What is your name, affiliations, and identity?"
Yeah, this is the Sword Lord, all right.
The 180.
Yeah. Perry is going to give a deep bow. And say, I am Perry. I was originally a ward of House Lebeda. Is going to gesture to Nika as for my
I see.
connections.
Continue.
I am an amateur artist. I have studied diplomacy and merchantry. I am currently an emissary for Luma. It is an honor to meet you.
She looks at you. And she looks at Nika, who looks very stressed.
Yeah.
And she nods her head. Combat?
Oh, I am a spellcaster.
I see.
Sorcerer Perry is has been very helpful in supporting us on the battlefield. Truly, I feel like not only myself, but our party wouldn't have gotten very far without them.
What weapons can you use?
Every 1 second, let me look at my sheet.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Don't worry, when Warwick walks up, he's gonna be like, all of them.
And my mother.
Uh.
Thank you to my mother.
She said, I don't respect spellcaster.
Yeah. Well, I am trained in most fairly simple weapons. I can wield daggers and crossbows and staves. I can wield a spear pretty good. Makes a little, like, fake stabbing motion with the spear.
Nice.
She looks down at your hand. Your form is off.
Yes, it has been a long time since I've gotten to wield one. But
I see. You see the shotgun manifesting in her hand. You hear the click of the bullets as she cocks it, and she looks to you, Perry, as you hear it go off. As she says, "Do you plan to marry my son?" And we move on to Gala.
In front of Nika! We just started dating! We started dating like a week ago in game, I think.
And
Yeah.
you didn't technically tell Nika openly yet, right?
No!
Oh.
I'm sorry,
drama.
is
Perry,
so
if I did
funny.
this. This is awesome.
Oh
Oh my god. Incredible, honestly. God, I could listen to
God.
Mom dressing down the whole time. Holy shit. So stupid. I gotta shift into gear of there's some hot gossip my brother's trying to tell me.
Literally.
Okay, locked in. Um, descendant of a criminal. What do you mean?
Well, Honan is very strict about who they let in. There is many magics to prevent descendants or people who have been banned from Kyonin from entry or re-entry if you are already someone from there. He kind of straightens his clothes. He looks a bit awkward and he says, "Your friend, the Dryad."
Am I with the dad lore?
I got a fucking minute. Okay. Yeah, okay. My emissary Perry is
Are you aware his father is a criminal? And his hand like goes to loosely motion towards Warwick, who you see is with a tiefling. And that's also a criminal. Many different characters around you right now.
people of all types come to Luma.
I'm beginning to see that.
Do you know what Barry's father did?
He brought a stranger into Kyonan. Someone who wasn't an elf.
Oh fuck.
I see.
Oh shit.
Would it have happened to be a dryad? Would it have?
Well, we didn't know who it was, but I suppose we do now.
Something like that, I suppose, yes.
He wasn't a dryad, so I suppose this makes sense.
Yeah. It's not really Perry's fault.
Oh, no.
That's really more on kind of the exclusionary laws than anything.
It is, but I'm just telling you, your friend, because of these laws, they're archaic, but they can't let Perry into the city, not even the ports. Your friend Perry
see.
cannot enter the borders of Kyonan.
Well, that is very good to know if we ever needed to go send. Well, not Perry, but not Perry, but someone else.
Yes, I'm afraid, besides you, there isn't any, full elves here.
Yeah, like Ash, Jathal's not in sight, huh?
You didn't see him mention her.
Yeah.
You could bring her up if you want.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Ooh.
I will warn you, if you bring her up, it will be a cut.
Yeah, well, yeah, because Jathal did talk to Galilea about this. So, Galilea would know better. I just love drama.
You can make the drama. You want drama? Make the
Yeah,
drama.
you can see how your brother feels about it.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to egg you on to cause drama, but it could be kind
I know,
of
it's
juicy.
it's so, yeah, but I would hate to fuck with Jathal like that. She
Fair.
would not be happy.
I don't know, is your brother a narc?
Well,
Yeah,
because if
do
I
you
say,
think Crowley is a narc?
oh, what a good question. Jathal, like, he might not be a narc about racism. He might be a narc about undead ritual. Uh, Sorry, damn. Didn't think I'd come to this crossroad this quick. Oh, but if she lies, I don't think I don't want to lie to him.
I will warn you, your brother is way higher level than you. You cannot lie to him.
Yeah, he'll be like,
all of your family, everybody's family members has levels. Like,
yeah,
even Bart's mom has a level.
good for her. Hell yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, yeah, fuck it. Yeah, there's no way. I do think there's this when he mentions that, there is like this, moment where Galilea is like, right, there's just like this kind of moment of like her eyes just wide of like, well, there is another full elf, but she prefers to keep to herself.
Do you mean the corpse?
As he like pulls
Wow.
up the glasses and he just
Yeah.
looks at you. And we're gonna cut to Warwick. Hi, cousin,
Mouth.
sister.
Mouth
Jesus.
agape.
Mouth agape. Scrumped.
Shocked. Scrunkled. No. I don't have sibling. I don't have family members.
I'm going to be honest. I'm a little hurt.
I'm sorry you're hurt. I've never heard about anything like this before, and it's been years, so forgive me if I don't immediately believe you.
It's not on whoever your mother is. It's not on that side. It's on the other side. It's more like half siblings, cousins. I think technically you'd be my nephew, but I think you're older than me, so that's a bit awkward.
So it's on my father's side.
Father or whatever
Mm,
section of
mm.
we give it. She looks at you and she can like see your expression, and she like kind of just like curls her fingers and puts them to her side, and she says, "It's complicated with tieflings. You don't have to."
But you know him.
Not really.
Hmm. How did you know to find me then?
I'm a magician. I do magic. And I was trying to look into if I had any relatives. And then I found out about a country really established that had a tiefling here. So I followed that lead.
Okay.
Most tieflings call each other cousin anyway. This shouldn't be too surprising.
I've never met another tiefling before, so I wouldn't know that.
I am sorry for my misunderstanding.
But you said you didn't know if you had family members before this either?
I had a sister. She's passed.
I'm sorry to hear that.
You see Blue Eyes looking at you, rather deadpan, a quiet voice. And she raises a hand and she says, "I had a proposal."
All right. What is your proposal?
I wanted to ask if it was possible to become a counselor on your table. I bring supplies with as proof of my goodwill.
You're wanting to stay here and you want to be a counselor?
I would like a job, yes. And now we cut.
Man.
Hello, lover boy.
Hi.
You're watching your mom vaguely threaten your new lover, who has just been asked very suddenly.
Yeah, what was her exact wording? Like, do you intend to marry my son?
Yes.
Uh, I think that Dea has just been kind of like nervously watching this. I don't imagine Dea has actually ever seen his mom do that. I don't imagine he brings home people often. So I feel like he kind of like goes. I feel like he's just kind of like awkwardly standing in between both of them. And in this moment, in like this physicality that I think is really interesting, I think he takes like a step to stand next to Perry, and put like an arm around their arm, and says, "Well, I think that might be a bit quick. This is still relatively new, but
Did you
Well,
want to get married? He looks like confused.
We can talk about that later, I think.
Okay.
Key.
Me.
Tick 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 tick. Hi, hello. Are you the Nika that I've heard so much about? Hi, hello. Welcome to Luma.
You see this person staring at the arms entangled before taking a breath and saying, "Yes, I'm Nika. I'm sorry that we didn't meet under different circumstances. I'm quite overwhelmed."
Ah, that's so fair. A lot of things are definitely happening. If you like, I can let you enjoy the festivities a bit more, and I can speak with you later.
Oh no, it's okay. We can speak now. Uh, you watch as your father like looks between you and Perry and Nika and your mother, and he goes like, put his arms on her and say, "Darling, we don't need to scare people. Be nice to the poor boy." And you see a glare. And then she looks to her husband and says, "Oh, darling, I could never be upset. I just want to make sure that our son is in good hands." Lifting him up and twirling him. Your father looking down at you, Dea, like,
I send my father a look that is like half pathetic, half "Oh God, thank you." And I think Dea is going to say, by the way, I hope that you enjoy your stay in Luma, and if we have the time later, maybe I can introduce you to my. Well, we'll see how this goes first.
yes, of course. This looks at your mother. It seems as if you are a little bit busy.
Yes, you know, a host's job is never done. I'm sure you understand that as much as I do, Dadoshka. I am gonna drag Perry away from my parents.
Leave Nika!
Nika can
Perry's
come
grabbing
with.
Nika's hair.
Yeah, Nika can come with, but I am moving from the vicinity.
Train.
Twink train.
Twink rope chain.
I really didn't think that she would act like that. I'm very sorry.
Oh, it's okay. I hadn't realized marriage was a thing on the table. She seemed worried about it.
Perry, you should always assume that the parent will want to know if their child is going to be wed.
Oh.
Uh,
See, this is why I miss having you, amongst other things.
thank you for the context, Nika. I do believe that she's just looking out for me. It can be on the table. I hadn't thought to talk about it just yet. I I I worry. I think she just wants to make sure that I am taken care of.
Well, I would
I
take
think-
very good care of you.
I believe that. I didn't know that she would get so intense about interviewing, so to speak.
No, she is your mother. She wants to protect you.
They are
If
very
she is
protective,
an
the two of them.
Aldori. If she's an Aldori, it's no surprise.
Yes, they've known to be a bit hot-headed, as I'm sure you've heard. And I actually think that Day is gonna look at Nika and give Nika kind of like a look, and
they
think
look to you and look startled and scared because you are a child of an Aldori.
yeah, 100%. No, there's
Uh,
definitely an energy here. I think that Day is gonna just kind of. This is maybe a bit more blunt than I think he normally would, but I think that he's just gonna kind of ask, "Does that bother you?"
No, but I'm very scared.
Just as a heads up, I am combining Perry and Daya's turns since they are a unit right now.
It's true. It's true. Oh, they're right next to each other, also.
Mhm.
Because you're top of the initiative, I'm last. That's crazy.
Yes.
I like how you avoided saying bottom.
The top and bottom of initiative.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think Dea nods and says, "I don't think you should be scared. You're a welcome guest. I hope that any potential disagreements that we have don't make you feel unwelcome."
What's disagreements? What are you planning for me?
I don't have anything planned for you. I just know that there can be some tension between the sword lords and the Brevik nobility. I'm just trying to make sure that my guests are comfortable.
I will have you know House Ledova is very against the Brevik nobles. That is my pride.
Well, that makes the three of us then.
That's what I'm gonna cut. To Gala, your girlfriend was called a corpse by
Yep.
your brother.
Not even my girlfriend yet, but like,
Yeah.
whoa.
Jesus.
He kind
Ugh,
of just like has
shit.
his glasses pulled up a little bit. His
Yeah.
sniffs when he looks at
Trying to
her,
be cool.
kind of squinting, and says,
The corpse?
Well,
And only elves are let into Kyonin. Living ones, that is.
yeah, no, that. You're right.
I'm sometimes right.
When did you see her?
I could smell her.
from a bit away. She has a very intense magical presence.
Ah, that makes sense.
She has an aura to her.
I don't know how to spell. Fuck. I would imagine so, considering. She like kind of like has like a moment where she's like, right, we're like in like a crowded room. Considering her, well, no, Crowley just said it. Hang on. He just. I mean, yes, considering the whole being dead thing.
She's very strange undead. I said I smelled her. She doesn't smell much like a corpse. No bones. She's able to walk around in daylight.
Mm-hmm. Maple, please don't do this right now.
Maple, shit your pants.
No, she's trying. She knows I don't like it when she barks, so she's like growling. It's not helping the tension for me.
He kind of just looks at you and he just says, "What have you been up to?"
I mean, this. She gestures around to the like overall like room. Running a new kingdom because they put me in charge, which
Okay.
is great.
That's unsurprising.
Unsurprising?
I think you were born to be a leader in some ways.
she's just kind of like it's a combination of both like flattered but also like another one. Okay. um, she's just like, you know, as much as I love our current magister, I was kind of hoping, but somebody has to be in the chair, and I'm more than happy to help do that.
Considering your willingness to... He kind of thinks carefully before speaking, and he says, considering your willingness to have such an eccentric crew and your hunger for madness and magic, if Midge is correct,
Oh, did she talk to you?
I think it is better that you didn't become a magister. People sometimes are best in roles that they don't want. No hungering there.
And so we cut to Warwick.
Job. Counselor.
Or an
Big.
advisor. I'm not picky.
Or an advisor. Very big ask for my new aunt, half sibling, cousin, relative.
You can just say cousin. You don't have to sound so suspicious.
Cousin. What's her name?
Kaliki.
Kaliki. Thank you. I would have to talk to the others. We currently have a full leadership.
I see. Well, if you've known for a counselor or an advisor, I would not mind extending my powers towards helping expand Luna. I mostly just want somewhere to stay, but I consider myself an excellent caster.
I understand wanting a place to stay. I do. This isn't. It's all just very new to me. I hope you can forgive the standoffishness. But I understand wanting a place to stay, and I'm not going to kick you out or anything.
I should hope so, considering one of the things I heard about Luna is that I would be kicked out for being a tiefling. One of the great bragging selling points.
Yeah, I tried to stand by that. But you said you're a spellcaster?
Kind of. I'm a kineticist.
Oh.
Oh, holy shit.
Oh. That's a cool one.
That's cool. He just nods at that, I think.
Warwick doesn't know what those words mean.
Yeah, he just says, okay. Doesn't, there's not a thought behind those eyes.
I don't think you know what that means.
You're correct.
I can use water. Water magic.
Oh, like elemental?
Manipulating elemental energies.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just. I'm just thinking.
She just has like her hands put together and she's just leaning on like one of the poles. You see like a waiter approach you both and see the vibrations coming from here and just absolute U-turn.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to go check in on other people, but I hope that you enjoy the festivities, and if you need help getting settled in at all, please come find me.
You see her eyes flicker a little bit, and she says, Yes, I understand.
All right. And walk away.
And now we cut to Dea.
Hello. I am. I feel like Dea probably would talk to Perry and Nika a little bit more. I don't know if I have any more questions for Nika at this moment. So, unless Perry has something to talk about with the two of them, I might go and check on some companions.
Yes. Perry was going to pull Nika aside for a second.
Oh, fascinating. Okay. Then we can separate our turns if you like.
Yes.
Swag. Okay. Well, while you do that, oh, ah,
Ah,
I'm
it's so
checking.
hard to be a little Victorian boy.
Yeah, it's so hard
Why
to be
don't
a
you
little
go
bit.
talk to your boyfriend and your
I'm
girlfriend?
gonna. I was trying to be subtle about it. I want to go find my boyfriend and my girlfriend, who are boyfriend and girlfriend together also.
I want to find my boyfriend and her boyfriend and their new boyfriend things.
Yeah. It's almost like it's the celebration of love, and I want to see if they're enjoying the festivities.
They are sat at a table together, and they are yapping. Which is to say, Octavia is yapping, and Ragongar is just like, You're so cool, babe.
So right, Queen. Yes. Okay, you're right, Hannah. Sorry. Go ahead, Ash.
No. Do it.
Yeah.
Say it.
I think Daya's gonna kind of walk over and say, I just wanted to come check on you all. I hope you guys are enjoying the food and the drinks. We managed to import them in just for the occasion, so I hope that they live up to the price, I suppose.
A fine drink for a fine day. A cold winter. Oh, darling, I love every part of it.
Well, we had to have something interesting happen, you know? It's been a while since we've had really, any reason to celebrate.
Anything fun.
It's true. I'm hoping that if our economy kind of settles out next year, we can maybe have some more holidays. And Deo, once again, is going to talk about planning because he does it every single time he talks to people.
You see, you're like, and you see Ragongar eventually speak up, a hand on Octavia's head, and he says, Are you okay?
Me?
You look like you're going to vomit.
Well,
Everywhere.
you know, I probably won't vomit. Gallup
gonna pass
performance
out?
anxiety.
Oh, performance anxiety from you? Never have to worry about that.
Well, maybe not around you two. But I actually have to impress people here. You know?
Why?
Well, because they're important.
No, they aren't. I don't know any of these people.
Unless Shalyn herself drops from the fucking sky, we don't have to give a damn about what anybody says.
Vergongar, you're so real for that. I think that Dea kind of goes to sit and say, well, maybe you're right. But I would like it if they liked things. I would like it if people liked visiting. I care what my parents think of things.
You see, like, the oh come over his expression as he remembers your fucking parents are here. And he's
Yeah!
oh, yeah, okay. And he just settles down out of his high chair and says, okay, you know what? That's fine.
No, but your advice is good. You're right. They shouldn't be so worried about it.
Please don't bring them around here. I'll lose my mind.
I introduced Perry to them and almost instantly regretted it. So I would very much like to spare both of you from that right now. Until I know that
Octavia
she's
looks up and
calmed
just says, but
down.
I wanted to meet her. She was so beautiful. Who's that man next to her?
my father.
Hannah.
You can meet them if you want to. I would like it if you would like to meet her. It was just a bit intimidating, I think.
Wow, she seems like a lovely lady. She seems so nice.
She's very nice until she's on the other end of a sword, I find. But she's very sweet.
Well, I have a mighty long sword. Ragongar looks up and he has an expression on him that says a million things and no words said. As he just sips some beer.
I can't say this. I can't say crude things on the recording, but know that
Yes,
there's a
you
look.
can.
Penis.
Hannah, you're a bad influence.
It's about his penis. He's thinking about
It's-
his penis.
Yes.
Yes, I know.
I
We're
sure
all
do love the
thinking about his
communal
penis
longsword of
now.
Luma, am I right?
He kind of like thinks
Very
for a second.
proud.
And he says, I'm not communal. You're the communal whole, so. Anyway.
Anyway. I'm glad you're enjoying things, and Octavia, if you do want to meet her, I'll set aside time for it.
She kind of just stares. And I'm just gonna talk to her. And she just gets up and walks. And it's now your turn, Perry.
I'm scared!
We love a confident queen.
Octavia, I love you, never change, but I'm scared.
You said, no, don't be a pussy. I'm doing it right now.
He's professionally a pussy.
My God, what's good?
Oh my god.
Gonna need to start muting myself. This is.
I've had to mute myself whenever it's somebody else's turn.
No, don't. It's funny to hear everybody's going.
It is.
Okay. Spurry is taking Nika off to the side a little bit and squeezing their hand. And it's gonna say, how are you doing? You said you were overwhelmed.
There is a lot of people, and you have many more friends than I'm even used to now.
Would you like to go back to the drawing?
No, the children scare me.
Well, we can set up a space for drawing on a different table.
But then your companions would know that I need to be away from children.
I think they'll find that out eventually anyways.
No.
Do you want to continue walking with me while I go talk to people? There are many
I
more
sup-
I want to introduce you to.
I suppose I would like to meet your friends. I would like to know that you are safe.
Squeeze.
Squeeze.
She's gonna look her. He is gonna look around.
Miss
You're
Gender's own
Pride
OC.
Month!
Homophobic! I accidentally misgendered Nika earlier without realizing it. It's okay.
Perry's gonna look around for his next target, and the eyes are gonna land on Gala.
Oh, locked in.
And you're going to start marching over, Nika in tow.
This is a really good conversation to get in on.
You look over and you see the Strix staring at the conversation a bit intensely, but like a hand over his mouth and like a oh motion. And
Fucking
then whenever whenever he sees you two coming over, he immediately like hand on Crowley and is just like, "Oh, darling, we don't need to talk about that. We have guests."
Hello.
There's like this moment where like I think like if Perry like sees Galilea's face, there's like this moment where she's like got a little bit of offense on her. And Perry walks up, she's like, I would love for you to Perry, this is my eldest brother Crowley and his husband Zira and Zira Crowley. This is my emissary Perry. I mentioned him earlier in our conversation.
Oh, don't worry. I've had my eyes on you for a long time. It is good to meet you. My name is Crowley.
Perry is going to give a bow and offer a handshake and say, the pleasure is mine. It's wonderful to meet you. And
It is
do
a
the same
delight to
for
meet you.
Zira and be like, oh, I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to introduce myself earlier today.
Oh, no, it was fine. I just wanted to make sure your friend, your halfling friend, didn't break her neck on the floor.
Well, thank you for looking out for her.
Oh,
This is my dear friend, Ika.
Oh, this is the friend you told me about, correct?
Yes.
oh speaking of me,
Of course I've been speaking of you. How can I not?
Perry speaks very highly of you. It's such a pleasure to get to put a face to the name. And Gale like holds like a hand out to shake it.
And they take a second.
okay. Yes. It is very nice to meet you. You're the leader, Galilea. It's
Takes a second. Oh, your hand. Yes. And goes to kiss
Oh,
before taking a second, thinking. Oh, I didn't mean it's. Yeah, you are her brother. I don't mean anything by this. It is just me trying to be familiar.
it is quite alright. I understand. It's Nika, was your trip good?
The rather uneventful.
Wonderful.
You see Nika like looking between you and your brother's husband, and it's just like something happened here. Someone was cooking.
Someone was cooking!
I hope that Perry has been good to you. Very skilled.
looks at the Kyonin elf, very evident, and it's just like, very skilled at magecraft. I could never wrap my head around it.
That's true. Perry's been is a wonderful caster and has been a wonderful friend also.
Oh, Gala.
Harry is the greatest friend I could ever hope for. I'm glad that he has brought you much joy.
Perry getting teary-eyed. Sniffle, sniffle.
Gay boy.
Yeah.
You see Crowley kind of looking at this goings on. Nuts.
I hope I did not interrupt anything, sorry.
You did not.
Pardon?
You're a sorcerer?
Yes.
Interesting. I thought he was a druid.
Are you a druid, by any chance? Any interest in primal spellcasting?
Well, primal spellcasting is my area of focus. It just so happens to have sorceress origins. I have not yet dabbled in anything of a druidic nature, but I have dabbled a bit in the bardic arts.
Oh, a bard. And you see Zira poke up. Are you a writer? Some kind of musician? Performer?
Perry kind of chuckles and says, "Oh, nothing quite so grand. Wordcraft, I suppose, would be the best way, though I don't often write it down."
Perry is a wonderful speaker.
Yes, I noticed that whenever you gave your speech earlier, it was, there's a stink bug. It was quite excellent.
Very scared.
I like to imagine that was in character.
Yeah, bird head
Yep.
jerk, and then looks back.
Smiles and says, your speech was excellent. I didn't know that any of you were so well versed in wordplay. I suppose you're all politicians now. It makes sense.
Big words.
Me passing the mic to Hannah. I haven't watched Good Omens in like 5 years.
It was just big words.
They're like, oh yeah, I guess we are politicians, huh?
Yeah, we sure are. Came faster than I thought it would.
Yes, we all are definite. We're all definitely filling our respective roles.
Galilea has been doing exceptionally well with hers.
Yes, we were just talking about that. Galilei is an excellent leader.
I dare say I don't think we could have found anyone better.
There was like a little bit of just like a head smile, just like, but she's like, but Perry's being like very nice, and it's just like, thank you. It's a responsibility I take seriously.
Oh, well, I would hope so. It's a whole country.
Yes, that is.
A
I
nation.
just almost broke my pencil. That is the intensity of it. Yes.
An entire nation.
It's an entirely new nation, yeah. Lots of potential.
Well, you are your brother's sister. I imagine there's potential limitless inside.
You know, we've been talking so much about me. I was so looking forward to hearing what you guys have been up to. I haven't heard. Your last letter mentioned the Astral Sea.
Oh, yes. We were looking into trying to find another cure for. Gives a nod to you. A bit of respect for your condition.
Right.
And says, we were looking into something. We couldn't find anything. It's one of the reasons I didn't bring it up. But it was rather uneventful, I will say. It was very interesting to come back after a few weeks and feel starving.
I can only imagine. That must be. I.
This is a thing for the gang. Whenever you go to the astral sea, you astral project basically,
Ah.
and your body gets paused
Ooh.
until
Oh.
you reconnect. But you will feel however long you were gone catch up immediately.
Oh, that's crazy. Planes
Ooh.
are whack.
I can only imagine. I didn't realize that's why you had gone, but I think it's all right that it was uneventful. It's probably for the best.
No, I have been working in Gyeonan. I have been traveling. It's a whole lard of nothing. And he looks to you, Perry, and he says, "Tell me of your family." And now we're gonna cut.
Side eyes, Crowley.
Yep. Yep.
Alright, what are you doing?
He finds a waiter that is like walking around with like drinks, and he says, "Oh, excuse me." He takes one, make sure it's alcoholic, and he takes a really long sip of it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He sets the empty glass back on the tray.
It's been one of them days.
Okay. And then, God, I think
It's all about the he said, she said bullshit.
I'm gonna go try to find Dea and the besties. I think he wants to talk to somebody familiar.
You see Regongar loudly talking about his dick, and then you pull up. It does not stop him.
I assume I pull up just in time to see Miss Gorl walking off.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm still sitting here just trying to decide if I'm gonna sit here with Rakonga or go with Octavia.
I think he
Dea.
walks up and he just like points and he's like, "What? Where is she going?
I think she's going to go talk to my mother.
Shouldn't you go with her?"
I actually think that Dea looks to Reg and says, "Should I go after her or should I stay here?"
Now I know in the bedroom.
Yes,
you
yes,
might
you're
call
gonna take.
me a couple of things,
Mm-hmm.
but I am not in charge of you. Do what you.
I was about to say, yeah, you're gonna tell me to make a decision. Okay. I think Dea is going to. I want to be a fly on the wall so bad. I feel like Dea does want to go after Octavia. So, you're okay with that work, you might be left talking to Reg, if that's okay.
I might also tag along with you.
Oh, fuck.
Double fly on the wall.
Because, like, if you're like, okay, I'm gonna go after her, I think Warren might be like, I kind of want to see you. I kind of want to see that.
I want to see this so bad.
If you do that, it will immediately go to Dea's turn.
That's fine.
Okay.
Okay. I think that there's this moment where Dea is trying to make this decision and makes the decision to go make sure that his mom doesn't potentially upset any of his partners. And I think that he is going to really quickly smack a kiss on Reg's cheek and say, "I'll be right back."
He smacks your ass and lets you go.
It's so fair.
Hello, Dea. It is your
Hello.
turn as
Yes.
you see Warwick slithering behind you. Octavia is far in front, walking very proudly to your mother.
That's so fair. I think that Dea takes the time to not look like he's panicked about this situation. He is. Spoiler alert, he is, but he's not. He's trying to look very cool. And I think that he's gonna kind of not necessarily beat her to his mom, but just kind of like vaguely get over there to kind of see how it's going, I guess. I technically want to eavesdrop a little bit before I join the conversation, if that makes sense.
Okay. If that is your choice, you pull up and you hear Octavia's accented voice say, "Hello, ma'am. I am with your son."
I like her so much. Confidence queen. You don't need anything as long as you have confidence.
He looks to Octavia and just stares for a second, and you see your dad staring and like slightly panicking.
Mm-hmm.
And your mother, once again, what do you do? Oh, well, I'm kind of a freeloader right now. But I am currently petitioning for a boutique. I am occasionally farming. And I'm a wizard. Also a rogue. And Mom kind of just stares. What weapons can you use? Oh, well. Let me pull up her Wanderer's Guide.
It's like, I promise I will jump into this conversation. I am just very curious about how this is going to go in the beginning. Who knows? It might be her fault.
She starts counting off and she says, well, I got a knife. I got 2 knives. I also got magic knives. Can use a heavy crossbow. I can use a normal crossbow. I can use some staves and a club. Always love the club. That's a lie. I like knives. My boyfriend is more of the martial kind of things. I can shoot knives very far. And she's just smiling. And your mom just kind of like stares. You're a wizard and a rogue. I make my own spells. And I do shoot a sick magic missile. I can't cook though.
I think this
Dad
is...
kind of squints at that point.
Yeah, literally. I think that Dea is going to finally catch up, as it were, and give his parents a bright smile, standing again kind of next to Octavia. He did this earlier with Perry, and he's also doing this with Octavia, where he's very much standing like on the side of his partners, very much like physically, supporting them. And giving a bright smile and saying, she's very talented. she's helped us immensely ever since we've found it.
She's preening a little bit too hard.
That's fine. She can do that.
Uh,
Dale, that's her.
and your mom kind of like stares and is just.
You're with many spellcasters, Dea.
You know, I
Seems to be a trend.
I think
thought you
that's
would
3 for
befriend
3.
more artists. 3?
Yes. I think that she mentioned it. Her other lover is also a man that I'm with, and he is a spellcaster as well. Though he is embarrassingly,
Reg spellcaster is a bit of an exaggeration.
he is definitely more martially minded than I am. But if you recall, Perry is an artist, and Octavia has actually been my muse. If you're interested in seeing any of the art they've made recently, I can show you a painting I made of her.
Well, I've always tried to support your arts. And she kind of like thinks for a second.
And Warwick, you are right there.
Yeah.
I am.
She thinks for a second before speaking up and saying, "Well, ooh, big yawn. I do love to support my son. I'm sorry for being more critical of your partners, but you have many needs, and I need to make sure they are being met."
I understand. You've done more than I could have ever asked for to support me and to help me. And so I know that you mean well. And I know I hope that you know that these are people that I love very much, and that I wouldn't be the man I am today if I had never met them. And I am well taken care of.
Dea, you watch as your father slips away from the conversation. Where he's going, you would have to chase him to find out.
Mm-hmm.
Your mother shakes her head and says, "You know I am always proud of you." I just really wish that I knew the people around you could take a punch. And we're going to cut to Perry.
So fair. So fair.
That's really good.
Oh, mages. Oops.
I need to know your partners won't crumble to dust with a flick.
I need to make sure all your partners have like more than 50 HP.
I don't know if they do even together.
No. Well, me tapping the sign. Ragongar is barely a mage.
Oh, fair enough, fair enough. The hilarious thing is that he doesn't want to meet her yet. I do think Ivania would love Ragongar.
Hello, little gay elf.
Hi. Crowley asked about my family, huh?
Yes, very directly.
Very directly. I think Perry chuckles a bit nervously. And says, "Oh well, I lived with the Lebedas for quite a while." Looking over at Nika.
Yes, yes, lived with us for quite a while. Kind of nods and says, "I'm aware."
They're lovely people. Have you been to Revoy?
Not as much as I'd like to.
Well, if
I'm
you ever go to Silver Hall, you can let them know that you know me.
and I'll get in for free. I don't even have to bring up your friend here.
Perry shrugs. Would probably help if you brought up both of us. At the very least, you'll get a warmer reception.
Fascinating.
Crowley, Crowley, have you had a chance to enjoy the other festivities here yet?
Are you speaking about the Zonzon doll or the major feast that's being prepared outside?
The major feast that's being prepared outside.
Well, he looks out, and you all can see the sun is beginning to set.
Oh yeah.
Perhaps I could show you around. I don't know if you got the chance to look at. It sounded like Zira got a chance to see some of the decorations, but I don't know if you did.
He thinks for a second, and he says, "There's not much Shalenite hospitality in Kyonin, and I've mostly been hanging out in woods and Rowan's. Announce that we're to go outside then. Tell everyone. Do your, he kind of like thinks for a second, your, Baroness-ly duties.
Uh-huh. I, of course, can get right on that. Yeah, I think she like kind of
Here,
does
let me
move
help.
away.
Uh,
God.
he gives you a magic item, and you see
So
a
cool.
stand sprout down into the ground, and you are given a magic mic as he just waits. And he smiles. He says, I'm waiting.
Oh my god.
I don't.
Everybody can
I
hear you
think.
with this.
Yeah, I think like she's just like kind of looking at it for a second. And I think there is like kind of like a moment of, oh my god, he's fucking with me.
You feel Midge come slithering down from his shoulders over to yours, licking the magic mic that seems to disappear under her tongue as she crawls over and around you. And then goes inside your shirt because you guys are talking
That's
about
where
going
she
outside.
lives.
And
Yeah.
icky. That's
Cold.
cold.
Yeah, she clears her throat into the mic, trying to says, "It seems that sunset is just about to set. I believe it is time for us to make our way out of the hall and get ready for the feast. So if we could all
Leave.
leave."
Get
out of my
house. You, Gala, would know that a part of Crystalhue is whenever the night comes, everybody has to go around and light up every candle and lantern.
God damn it. Okay, yeah.
So yeah, everybody starts like kind of hauling ass. It's just like, oh god, my candles in the fucking pantry.
Yeah.
I have to pull them out.
Yeah, gotta have light everywhere.
It's Crystalhue, motherfucker.
Yep.
And you see Lindsay fucking off very quickly as Dea, you imagine she's getting the Zonzon doll.
Oh yeah, we gotta start the
Yeah.
Zonzon doll. I think if that's what's happening, I think that he's gonna say goodbye to his parents and give Octavia a little kiss. As he has to go do host things.
Host things.
Host things.
Host things. Is everybody else gonna fuck off? Are y'all ready to light up candles and lanterns?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think Gala will specifically try to usher her relatives off a little bit. She's like, and just as a quick aside to her, sorry about him. My family's very odd. I am realizing. Like right now.
Well, if they're your family, they can't be that bad.
You are so nice, Perry, and I really appreciate that. Well, we should all go do the lights ceremony for the holiday.
Perry nods and is gonna hold out his elbows to both Gala and Nika.
Oh. Yeah. Takes it.
And he will escort them outside.
Takes it. We are being guided.
It's true. It's time to go outside. Do I have to come collect Waritka?
No, I'm right here, though. I'm gonna fuck off too.
Okay, swag.
Swag.
Gotta
Uh,
help the kids light the candles.
That's
Unless you trust them
true.
with fire.
No, I don't.
No sparklers for these kids.
No sparklers for the babies.
Something of note that I think is really fun is that one of the first things that Dea does, because he lit all of his lights earlier, but he's gonna go to like any bonfires that are outside and put little alchemical powders on them to make them brightly colored.
Nice.
Yes, and I think that he's gonna be busy setting up the fireworks for a little bit.
Delicious.
Yes.
Okay. It is time. We're going to cut for another break. 15 minutes.
Hell yeah. And then when I come back, I have shit to do.
Yeah, everybody has shit to do. Hope y'all thought about your Zonzon dolls and presents.
Yes.
Be kind of crazy.
Kinda crazy. Okay, I'll press pause. Okay, we're live.
Welcome. All of you begin the march outside as the night falls in Crystalhue, the community gathering and lighting every candle and lantern available. The porches and tow-made roads line the streets. Near the center of town, at the heart of it, beginning of the former fortress to the dead stag lord, everybody is gathered. You're all together again, if anybody would like to share words.
Oh, hang on. My microphone. There we go. Dea, this all came together really well. You should be proud of yourself.
Oh, Galenka, thank you. It really wouldn't be anything without all of you, because that's what makes this Crystalhue. I have God bless us everyone. I think Dea is going to demur a little bit and say, I had some fireworks I wanted to send off, but do you think that now that we're all out here, I'm nervous. Do you think I should do it now or later? And then I have to run around and give everybody their gifts.
Maybe you should do it now before you get too busy again, huh?
maybe so. Are you volunteering, Warwitka?
Go for what?
To go first.
For...
And Dea is actually going to kind of go to almost like walk past Warwick, but like hooks his arm like right at the elbow of Warwick's arm and is going to drag Warwick away actually because Dea planned to give these gifts privately.
Oh, nice.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Goodbye.
Yeah, Warwick just looks confused, but he goes to you.
I like I like the idea that Warwick is really confused, and Dea's like, all right, since you wanted to go ahead and go first, I wanted to give you this. And Dea's gonna give kind of like it's like the size of like I want to say maybe Warwick's forearm, and it's only delicately like wrapped in like tissue paper. It's not like fully like present wrapped, but just kind of enough to make it easy to carry around.
Oh, okay. He opens it.
You open it, and it is actually a handmade hand axe with this sort of like polished darkwood handle and this engraved like silver hatchet on it. And you can actually see that on this sort of edge of the blade, it has an engraving on it that says, "Hard work is made easier with a friend."
Oh. This. Were you gonna say something?
You can go ahead if you're gonna say something first.
I think he like turns it over in his hands and he's just inspecting like the work on it, and he looks up to Dea, and he's just gonna say, "This is some really fine craftsmanship, Dea. You didn't have to do all of this for me."
Well, I did. Thank you. I tried very hard to make it very practical. You know, you and Amiri were the two hardest to get gifts for. I never really ended up finding something that she wanted. So, I'm glad that at least you like this.
Sorry about that. I do tend to be a simple man.
And that's all right. That's understandable. But I hope that, you know, this shows you that, well, even though you have to, constantly, help me out, you can rely on others a little bit more. You know, this is an aphorism of Erastil, so you really should listen to it.
I should be better about following his teachings, you're right, but I think I have learned that over this past year to come to rely on you guys more often. Because you're not all so bad, I guess.
It's high praise
But-
coming from you.
I know, thank you. I've been working on it. But I appreciate each of you for your different strengths, and I know that I wouldn't have been able to get this far on my own. And I'll cherish this, and I'll make sure to use it.
See that you do. And this is when... They're good?
Let's do your thing first.
I get to tell you out of character you can add that to your inventory. That's a real item that Dea gave you.
Yippee! I don't have anything cool to give you, unfortunately, but I do think Warwick, because we're in a private location, I think he would actually like lean down and kiss Dea, but I think this one is very tender.
Aww.
Oh my god, on Crystalhue.
Whoa.
I think Dea is like taken aback.
I don't think he's ever like done that outside of the bedroom.
Yeah, I know, but I definitely think that Dea takes it and goes to kind of delicately put a hand on Warwick's cheek. And I think that he's going to say, that's a gift that I didn't expect, but I'll cherish it.
It's nothing compared to all the time and effort you put into this.
But it means something.
Well, then I'm glad you like it.
That's all I had
When-
for the Warwick one.
When Dea turns to leave, he does slap Dea's ass, much like
Yeah,
Doc Harwood.
fair enough. Dea swatting at Warwick and going away.
Wow.
Man, tough act to follow.
Down.
Can I actually, while they're gone, can I actually talk to Perry for a second?
Yeah,
Yes!
absolutely.
Gay
Y'all can
Christmas!
fuck off. Tell me about Christmas. Tell me about gay Christmas.
Yeah. I think as they go, Galileo just said, "Well, if now is the best time to do this, then I think I might take advantage on all of us being together. Perry, I actually have something for you."
Oh?
And I think it's just, she pulls out, just something that's like kind of wrapped in very just simple, paper. Probably not well because she did it herself.
Hey.
And if Perry opens it, he's going to find, I didn't put exact things, but the idea was kind of like he's like gonna get a book or two that had a collection of, like, it was like a couple, like it was some of it's maps, but it's mostly just stuff like, oh, stuff about like this country, the sites, the culture, the arts, the holidays, and things like that. And Gallagher just says, "I don't know how many chances you got to travel, and you know, are emissaries, so you get to travel a bit, but you don't really get to go very far now. So I thought you might appreciate getting to have the world with you if you ever needed it."
Sorry to Gala, Perry is teary-eyed again.
Because she sees like as like I think he's like tearing up as she's saying it, and so she just kind of gets a little more awkward because she's like, "This is true. This is true. This is what I want to say. I did just kind of thinking like, sorry, was it a bad gift?"
I love it! And he's going to go to hug her.
Oh, she hugs him back.
He sniffles a bit, and then we'll pull back and wipe his cheeks. I have a present for you and for everyone, really, but it's well, it would have been very inconvenient to carry them all on me, so I sent them to your rooms or on your doorstep, depending on whichever was available.
Perry gifted. That will be a very exciting surprise later then.
Out of character. If you guys want me to tell you what it is, I can.
I mean, a little bit.
I'm very fascinated. I'll wait until after I give you Dea's gift, but I would love to find out.
They're all in the same vein.
Oh,
Okay.
fascinating. Yeah,
Okay,
feel free
yeah,
to share
maybe we
then.
can wait till
Oh,
after.
okay.
Oh, do you want? I don't know.
Oh, we can play by ear. I'm sorry. I try not to be too
Yeah,
excited.
no, you're good. No, I'm super excited, but I'm like, oh, if you want to wait till after we give that to.
No, please be excited about gay Christmas.
It's
Please.
gay Christmas.
We're really excited about gay Christmas.
Happy Pride Month.
Happy Pride Month!
Happy Pride Month. Okay, then I think I kind of want to wait till maybe after we do the little gift exchange. That way, then if they're all kind of in the similar vein, we can have it like.
Oh yeah, have it all ooh and ah at the same time.
Yeah.
Nice. Hell yes.
Happy Pride because you gay and stuff.
Yeah.
Because we gave
Yeah.
next on my list is Galilea. So Dea's gonna go
Ooh.
find Galilea.
Yeah, I think they would just be with. I think probably just where you left her with Barry.
Yeah. Daya's gonna walk up.
Perry slightly in tears.
Yeah. Okay, this is gay. Sorry, it's gay Christmas. I feel like Daya sees Perry teary-eyed about the gift and goes to kind of like touch Perry's face with like his knuckles and give them a little kiss as like a soothing thing. But is going to look at Galilea and say, "Well, Baroness Boone, shall we?"
By all means. Goes off with him.
You know, I was hoping that it wouldn't be all one moment because I was going to try to be very, very slick and very casual with it. But I think it is fine to have to be its own separate moment. But I made you this, and I would like if you could candidly give me your opinions on its make. And you see, he actually pulls out something really small, and he goes to kind of hand you again this kind of like it's like a square wrapped in little tissue paper with a little ribbon bow tied on it.
Yeah, Galilea opens it. I'm curious.
So you actually see it's this like almost solid gold, or at the very least plated gold, like cube. And it's actually like a puzzle box made of really intricately small, like engraved squares. The item itself is called a puzzle box. I've been imagining it kind of like a Rubik's cube, but since it has artistic engravings on it, the sides can be different things. So it's like harder to solve because it's not all colors.
Right. Oh, how. Ooh, like, I think you see her, like, spin it a little bit. Just like, this is very sweet. Thank you, Daya.
Of course.
I
want you to be able to keep your mind sharp, you know? Have something to kind of have your hands
get me
on.
through the paperwork.
and even if it is too simple to solve, it can be a paperweight if it needs to be.
A very beautiful paperweight. Well, Daya, I know this is an important holiday for you. I actually have something for you as well. She kind of like similar to how, I mean, you didn't see it, but Perry's like having just like very simple paper wrapped, not neatly. I don't think she's that good with it. Like, but she hands it over to Daya. It's not, I didn't make it or anything, but I hope you appreciate it.
I think the idea of a gift anyway is very sweet. Galenka, I didn't expect you to. So it's very, very sweet. And I think that he's gonna kind of open it. I don't want to say that he's teary-eyed yet, but I think he looks very touched, legitimately.
Yeah, so you're going to, so what you see is it's a book, and but it doesn't have like a title or anything. It's got a nice decorative cover, but when you open it, it's a blank unlined journal, but on like the first page there's a note Galileo has written that goes, for the person who creates art for everyone around him, I wanted to give you a space to create masterpieces that are just your own and to help you continually think of something better.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna cry. That's so. Oh my god.
Okay, I'm really glad you like this.
Oh my gosh. No, that's so emo. Oh my god. Now Day is tearing up because that's really sweet.
He's a tear. It's like, oh, sorry. Is everything okay?
No, it's very sweet. You know, if I didn't know any better, I would say you were trying to say something with a gift like this. It... There's a lot of thought into this, and I find myself very touched by it. Thank you.
Of course, Dea. You are important to me. I may not always have time for the things I would like, but I value the time that I have gotten to share with you.
Yeah.
For the things I liked.
I think I'm so honest. I think that Dea goes to like actually like hold Galilee. I think he's gonna pull her into a hug.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, she absolutely reciprocates it.
This is really gay Christmas.
Welcome to Pride.
I was,
Welcome to Pride.
I
Be
kind
who
of.
you are.
Wow, I can't believe Galilee is in love with Dea. Oh my god.
Yeah, I kind of like forgot about that. I think 'cause I was like, yeah, this is just gonna be a nice like, they've got like a thing, but it's like, whatever. And it's like, oh, this is serious.
This is
Okay.
romantic.
Whoa.
Ugh. Okay, not to be gay, not to keep being gay. I think before
No, you're good.
he pulls away from the hug, I think he wants to kind of put his forehead against Galilea's forehead for a little bit.
Yeah, I think she does do that. And before they pull away, she just she kisses his forehead. And says, well, I'm this was very nice. I think you maybe have a couple others who need to be taken care of, though.
Perhaps, but don't worry, I can always make time for you, Agalinka.
I mean, with the amount of late nights we have, I
Yeah.
understand that.
Who else will keep us company when we're burning the midnight oil? We'll find time.
Of course.
Hold on. Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm flipping a coin. Give me a second.
Go ahead.
Oh god.
Okay.
It's gonna rule.
This is gonna be so awesome. I think there's this moment where there's like this thing happening. And I feel like Dea went into this knowing outright that he wasn't gonna make any moves on people he wasn't already like with, right? Because he's like,
Yeah.
I am giving gifts to the people that I love, but I don't need anything back. But now I'm having all of these moments. And I actually do think that he is going to kind of give Gala a really almost like cheeky in how like quick it is, a little kiss.
Yeah, I kind of imagined like with like the cheeky quick kiss. I imagine like Dea's kind of like maybe not full walking away, but like it's a thing of like. And she's like, oh well, I think you can expect a return on that later.
Yellow, I know.
Gay Christmas. Okay.
Gay Christmas.
Dea really is
Gay
running a train on the whole
Christmas.
fucking council team.
Yeah.
Awesome. Super swag. If anybody else has as a gift to go next before I go up to Perry and continue to be really gay.
I think maybe while Oric and Perry are like standing here waiting for the other two to come back, I unfortunately do not have any slay extremely gay gifts to have, but I do have Warwick.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I think he's like standing next to Perry. And I think he just kind of speaks up and he says, "This past year has been really nice. You know? I'm really glad that I got to know all of you."
I think Perry smiles very affectionately at that. Says, I'm glad too. For as much shit as we have run into, it has been nice.
If Ward reached out to touch Perry's hair, would he let him?
I feel like there would be this moment of like an instinctual wanting to pull back, but he stops himself and like leans into it.
It's like, I think he goes to like touch the top of like Perry's head, and then his fingers trail down like a strand of hair that he kind of like takes between his like fingers, and he like lifts it up to his lips and he kisses it. And he says, "And I'm really glad that I met you too, Perry. I know that I've been kind of an ass and I'm trying to get better, but you mean a lot to me too."
I feel like there's a moment where Perry looks kind of awestruck because I don't think he was expecting this at all. And then he gets a big grin that's almost like a shit-eating grin. And he is going to hold his arms out, and he is going to do a little hop, and he's going to hug. He's all
How
you big
tall?
softy.
How tall is he again?
5'9".
You hop up into his arms and he like grabs you and he can support you and you're like probably off the ground a little bit because he's like holding you up. And like when you jump into his arms, he kind of like twirls you around like once and he just says, "Yeah, but don't go telling anyone that, okay? He can't let everyone know I have a secret, a soft spot."
Perry's going to give Warwick a kiss on the cheek and say, "Your secret is safe with me."
Thanks, I appreciate that.
Can I say Dea comes back right at the end to have like a cheeky little comment like, "Oh, you're trying to steal my lover away from me too?"
Warwick looks over at Dea and says, "Excuse me, I think you have a monopoly on most of the people right now. Excuse me
It's not
if I try
monopoly if you ask
to
nicely.
indulge in a beautiful man."
I mean, that's fair. They are very beautiful.
Hey, yo.
I think that Day is gonna go up to Perry again, kind of yeah, just kind of like smiling again, obviously not bothered at all, and is gonna hold Perry's hand and say, not meaning to steal you away, but I think you have an appointment.
Well, I wouldn't want to miss that.
I'll see you in a little bit. Waritka, try to keep our Baroness from getting too cold, eh?
I'll see what I can do.
And Dea's gonna lead Perry away. And I think actually something to kind of like change up this like formula is I actually think that like Dea kind of like walks with Perry for a little bit, kind of like through the like lit streets to all of the little stations that he has his fireworks at. To kind of check them one last time. And say, I hope the cold isn't bothering you too much. I know if you're from a bit more south.
Me trying to remember the map.
I don't remember the map either. That's why it was a guess. I'm sorry.
I think it's to the left of where Day is from.
Oh, swag.
Don't quote me on that.
Uh,
Either way, Perry will shrug.
Nice.
It's fine.
That's good. That's good. Well, cat's out of the bag. I do have a gift for you. After all, Crystalhue is for lovers. I worked really hard on it, so I hope that you end up liking it. And is going to go kind of like hand you this little kind of like a velvet bag. You know, I don't want to compare it to like dice bags, but it's the size of like a dice bag.
Perry will perk up and go to hold the bag very tenderly. And I think he's like trying to get a close look at like the make of it because I feel like he's generally fascinated by what Dea does.
I imagine, because Day is really extra, he probably did actually make that bag. So it has like a very telltale sign of like hand stitching, probably with like a gold thread. And it's this kind of like dark green, like crushed velvet almost. And it seems to have something inside.
Perry will open.
You open it, and what Perry takes out is kind of, it sits in the palm of their hand. And it's this sort of like gleaming compass that has these sort of like inlaid sort of like scenes on each direction. And you see as it kind of like tilts around that it works. So it points to the north. And Dea says it might not be the most flashy, but I wanted it to be something that you can use. I know that one of your greatest loves is traveling and seeing things, seeing the world, and I want you, no matter how far you go or where you are, you'll always know how to find your way back home. And I hope that that is with me.
Me hitting the cue Perry crying button again.
Super slay. I actually also think that Dea is going to kind of like really subtly hit a button and make the fireworks go off right then.
Wow.
Wow!
Wow.
You're fucking crazy, dude.
Thank you. I am an inventor.
Oh my god. I feel like Perry is speechless for a bit, and so he just kisses him.
Yeah, Dea's kissing Perry also.
And whenever they part, he's going to press his forehead to Dea's. He'll say, I'm lucky to have you as my home.
I'm glad.
I'll always come back.
I'd hope so. We built it together.
You won't be able to get rid of me.
Don't worry, I'm not trying very hard. I think that was all technically that Dea was gonna say to Perry, but I do think that Dea very specifically like takes a bit like longer, because he dedicated this whole thing to specifically to uh, his new lover.
Oh wow.
Gay!
Gay
Wow.
Christmas!
Oh,
Yay, Christmas! Yay,
Yay,
Christmas!
It's
Christmas!
gay
Yay.
Christmas!
God.
When I say
That's
Dea
so
does
crazy.
bombastic like levels of like courtship rituals, I was not joking.
Fucking
Yeah.
Bowerbird. I'm trying to get my buttons. My phone is acting up a tiny bit, but it's okay. Well, since they're gone.
Yeah.
I'm curious, do you think Gala speaks up first?
Yeah, I mean, it kind of depends. I think like she'll like let them walk off a little bit because she understands kind of what it was all about.
Mm-hmm.
So like make sure like they could get their privacy about it. So if Bork speaks sooner than that,
Oh no, you can go ahead. Go first.
cool. As like they kind of watch Perry and Dagoff, Gally says, "Well, this is Dea doing this has kind of made it work out for me to make it a bit easier. Work, I actually have a gift for you." She pulls out again, very simple wrap of like, it's not like crispy. It's not crisply done.
Yeah.
It's got like it's really like she doesn't normally do that. Yeah, she just hands him kind of like a small rectangle like package, but she's kind of got a little bit of a smile when she says this. Is I hope you like it.
Warg will take it and he'll kind of look at Galilea and say, well, hey Hugh, I wasn't expecting anything from you either, but I guess you're both full of surprises today.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna open it.
So,
Mhm.
what Warwick sees when he opens it is a book that is a parenting book of your first ever parenting book.
Oh my god!
And when she like opens it, there's like she does like have a moment where she starts like laughing at her own stupid gag gift. And she's I'm sorry, I know you appreciate a little bit of teasing me with the princess thing, but I understand you must be a little bit more preoccupied with your new responsibilities as a father.
I haven't forgotten about you.
Oh, I'm not
I
worried.
think about you often, if that's what you're worried about.
Oh.
Well, I'm not necessarily worried about that. I just thought you might appreciate it.
No, I won't turn my nose up at this sort of gift. I'm not used to looking after kids, let alone a handful of them. So any help is much appreciated, actually.
Well, then I should add what I really wanted for your gift was more, I know you, as someone who appreciates getting to have her own time alone, I thought if I offered to let the kids hang out with me instead, so you could have a little bit of a time to enjoy your home by yourself or go out and do warden things, I could probably handle them. I mean, how hard could it really be? I
I
do
would
also.
pay
Go ahead.
anything to see that, princess. I would. I would love to see how you would look after them.
I don't think it's. I mean, people have written so many books about this. It's gotta be easy. I do actually have gifts for your kids when they show up, but
You got gifts for them?
well, it's their first Crystalhue with us. I thought it would be nice.
No, that's really kind of you. I'm sure they'll love them.
Of course. I don't know if I should try to find them or if you'd rather just take them and when you guys all go home, give it to them.
They're kind of like baby ducks. They'll show up eventually and follow me around.
All right. Well, I will
And
make sure.
Galilea,
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to turn over something of a new leaf, so I'm trying to be more vocal about how I feel about people. And over the course of this last year, I just want you to know that I've really come to appreciate you as a person, and I think that you've done a lot of things for us, even if it wasn't your first choice. I think you're very strong, and you're a good pick for a leader, and I respect you a lot.
Oh, God.
And I think what I want more than anything, what I want more than you looking after the kids for a day, is, I don't know, maybe hoisting them off on Tristian or something, and maybe we can spend a day together.
Nice.
Nice.
Sorry.
It's really good because it's the correct reaction.
Yeah, that was Shalyn speaking.
Shalyn said, "I will have a Pollen Kingdom." I think she just like is quietly listening to him as he keeps praising her over and over again. My God, um, and when he like makes that asks her on a date, she's like, I think that would be wonderful work. I would love to get to spend a day with you. Though hopefully Tristan doesn't mind too much.
No, I'm sure he'll be fine with it. And if we just leave the kids at his house and run, what can he do, really?
Oh, you might be raising them to be little terrors.
First of all, they already were before I got them. It's not my fault everyone agreed to let me look after them. Maybe you should have thought about that.
Caught in her own trap of how hard could it be? And well, just like you told me about how much you respect and admire the things I have done for this kingdom, I respect and admire the things you have done for us. But I have to admit, there is something incredibly endearing about watching you take care of them. And when it wasn't something any of us expected, and how we did all agree to just kind of let you watch them.
Well, I wasn't really expecting it myself, but they've really grown on me.
I think they like you quite a bit.
I would hope so. I think I've told them enough horror stories to scar them for life.
Well,
I did tell
I
them
mean-
if they misbehaved today, the Zanzan doll would come and get them.
did it work?
I think so.
Then
I
it's
mean,
probably fine.
They did eat chalk this morning, and they did terrorize Perry's friend. That's about it, I think.
It could have been so much worse.
It's true. I think it was a really good day.
But you should know, Borg, even before with you turning a new leaf and all, as much I do appreciate the effort you're already putting in, I already liked you before then.
Yeah.
Yes, Borg.
Oh, you liked me, princess? Oh, tell me more.
Oh,
The fireworks go off.
If the fireworks, I mean, yeah, they do go off in the scene, but I think when they do, and he says that, I think
I
if
pull him
they're-
down and kiss him.
Yeah, you do! Crystalhue is for lovers!
Nice.
Nice. He kissing you back. There's time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there is.
Wow, that's crazy.
And then and at the end of that, I think like maybe right as the other two are coming back, I think that he pulls her closer and he wraps his little jacket around the both of them while they watch the
Wow.
fireworks.
Yeah!
My face
what
has
is
been
this we
so
missed?
red for the past 20 minutes. It's going to fade.
Well, I did tell you to keep our Baroness warm. I hope that he hasn't been too untoward towards you.
I'm innocent. I'm doing exactly what you asked me to do.
It was nothing I didn't ask for, Zaya. You don't need to worry.
I know, you can look out for yourself. Not to be cringe, but I actually wanted to describe the fireworks a little bit because I actually think a lot about the kinds of fireworks that Dea uses. And there are certain kinds of fireworks that are like called chrysanthemums or like, and they're like the ones that are like the round orbs. And because we have like a
Yeah.
flower nature themed, they all are like little trails of light that then explode into multicolored little flowers.
Wow.
Yes.
That's so cute.
Wow.
Yeah.
Gay Christmas.
Gay
for real.
Gay
Christmas.
Pride
Christmas.
Christmas. Speaking of Gay Pride Christmas, you guys watch as Lindsay. You guys need to stick with me on this. Lindsay isn't an inventor, but she made something. As you work, see crew with essentially a wheelbarrow with a little like, you know how grocery carts have the thing that people can put their kids in.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You see crew with a wheelbarrow with a little pocket holding a very strange looking doll. Made from scraps of leather and cloth sewn together with red threads. You see crew drive up to you with this wheelbarrow that is full of items.
Hmm.
Mostly things like food, a book, different paper scraps tied in peculiar ways to make sure the writings cannot be read. And he looks to you all and says, "Doll?" And Lindsay like pats him on the no, try again. And he holds up the doll to you, Perry, first, and says, "It's Zon doll time. Whew. You either give it something or you say something to it. You should do both."
Does the kid stay holding the doll, or is this a thing where Perry grabs the doll?
You have to take the doll from the child.
Okay, we'll
You
take
pass
the doll.
the doll. Now you yap.
Yep.
and tell me what you yap at this doll. You can DM it if you want.
Perry is actually, after taking the doll, they're staring at it, and they're going to take a deep breath. And they're going to look to the kid and say, "Can I take him with me to someone?"
Well, it depends. It might be somebody I already talked to, but sure, whatever. It's not my damn doll.
But you're the sibling. You're the sibling.
It's an important role, crew.
Alright.
You have to go with him.
Fine. And he is going to chase you, essentially.
Perry's going to go find Tristan.
Interesting. I'm interested.
I'm
keyed in.
fascinated.
Okay.
I'm dead on spot.
Whatever Perry does find him, is he occupied with anything?
No, I think he's just watching the fireworks.
Okay. Perry will walk up and kind of try to approach so that he is within Tristan's, like, field of vision.
Tristan would look up, and nod his head towards you and say, hello, Perry. I see you have the Sunzon doll. Hello, crew.
Perry looks very nervous. And he says, "Yes, the things I wanted to say to him should go to your ears. If you would let me."
Well, that, I don't think that's normally how it works, but if you have something you need to say to me, you can say it.
Perry takes a deep breath, and as he talks, he is specifically looking at the Zonzon doll,
Mm-hmm.
and he says, "I am very sorry for going through my dear friend's private belongings. It was not for my eyes, and I treated it like a game when it should not have been. It is not. And I'm sorry it took so long for me to just say that. I'm letting him a bit of a coward. I don't expect your forgiveness, but I am sorry."
He kind of looks to you, and he puts a hand over the head of the doll, and he says, Perry, I already forgave you. I already
Hits
told the Zonzon doll I forgave you and Noah.
Let's go.
And let's go!
Slams the door card.
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
Gala already told me that the debates aren't for people like me, so I am deciding to try and make my own way of going about dealing with myself.
Oh my god.
He doesn't seem to be crying, but once again, Tristan has a look on his eye that is semi-familiar to all of you, of somebody who looks like they should be crying, but just
Yeah.
won't.
Mhm.
Perry is going to use their focus point, and they're going to cast Phase Token. Or Nymph's Token, rather. And they're going to hold out a little white blossom towards him.
He takes it.
Whatever you do, I hope you know you have our support behind you the entire way. And I promise no more, snooping.
I understand you didn't mean anything nefarious by it, Perry. Jihad already informed me of such things. I never thought you were being nefarious or had a true ill intent. I think I was just caught by surprise.
I do not blame you. Do you think we could have our teas again?
You were the one that stopped going to them.
I feel like Perry's like subconsciously hugging the Zanzan doll.
The Zanzan doll hugs you.
Oh god.
This is a joke. Zonkathon would not hug someone.
I feel like the hug would lead to a strangling of some kind.
Yeah.
I feel like once that is done, Perry will go ahead and give the Zanzan doll back to the child. And is probably just gonna stay a bit with Tristan, talking with him if he's amiable.
The child looks at the doll and kind of squints at you.
As you technically gave no apology to the Zanzan doll. But he can tell that it's time to go. So he walks away and he goes towards you, Gala. And he hands you the Zanzan doll.
Okay. If I was looking, if I remember right, it's apologize to the Zanzan doll, or forgive someone, or tell it like a happy memory.
Yes. It's meant to be like enticing. It's supposed
The
to be, yeah.
guy to come here.
Yeah.
No matter what, the Zanzan doll saw those feelings at Perry, so that countered something.
Okay.
It's not the traditional way, but you did do something very heartfelt, and that means something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Zanzan heard him.
Zanzan heard this.
Zanzan!
Maybe. We don't know if it does anything, but it's a tradition.
Ha.
He watches over all.
Better watch out. You better,
You better
watch out.
watch out.
Think-
Merry Christmas. What are you gonna do, Gala?
I think Galilea is going to choose to tell the Zanzan doll about a happy memory. And she starts to talk about what it felt like to build and open up the library here, and how all of like the various like artisan craft work that was put into it, but also the research and acquiring the different kind of books to try to have reading a material that might be best suited for the people who live here, so that way if they want to find ways to educate themselves, they have access to texts of different levels, and how it was something that she had been looking forward to since they all first decided to do this dang thing together, and how being able to have something like that here, like there's a lot of things in Luma that she's proud of, but being able to see like the library every day makes, I think maybe it's one of the things here that makes it feel like it's real and it's happening, and there is a longevity to what is happening here, and how like much pride and a little bit of relief she feels in that.
The Zonzon doll does not seem to respond. It does not move. Its head is limp and made of leather. But you know
Okay,
your words are in this being. You don't know if you did it right. Nobody does.
right?
This is a tradition, old, and something you've never done before. But if there's something you know, nobody knows where the Zonzon doll goes. If Zonkuthon hears these words, you don't know what they'll mean. But you know those feelings and that joy, that longevity is put into the doll. Do you give it back to Crew?
Yeah, I hand it back to him.
You see him take it. He kind of looks at it, throws it around.
You know, Crew, I actually, after all of this, if you come find me, if you and, Arif, Neon, and I forgot how to say the other name.
Is it? Yes.
If you guys all come find me later, I actually have Crystalhue gifts for all of you.
An interest is piqued.
So make sure
He
you do the
looks-
Zonzon job right.
He stops throwing the sibling like a hockey puck. Okay. I can do that.
Okay.
And he gives it to you, Warwick.
He takes it and he looks down to Crew and he says, "Thanks, kiddo." And I think he looks at the Zonzon doll and he starts whispering to it and he says, "I think if I had done this before, I think in a year before this, I would have just apologized to you, but today I'm going to share with you happy memories instead." And I think he begins describing like memories that all have to do with Aerith, Neon, Crew, and Eusebius. About how he was really unsure about taking them in at first, and he thought it was just going to be a very temporary thing, but it's been months at this point, right?
At least.
It's been months at this point, and they're still with him, and he's surprised by how much he's come to grow attached to them and care for them, and also the fact that they have been his strength in a way that he never anticipated, where he believes that they're almost kind of like the catalyst for him to be able to finally change himself, like how he's wanted to with his personality for so long, to be like a better person. And he just tells the Zonzon doll about just like simple, nice mornings that he's had with the kids, and about how much that means to him and about how happy it makes him.
It does not move. It does not make a sound. But we know that these feelings have been put into the doll. Its head is limp. Do you give it back to Crew?
He does.
Crew takes it, kind of feels if it has a different weight. Doesn't seem to be noticeable. He kind of looks at Lindsay as if she's let him on a wild goose hunt. As if he expected this doll to suddenly turn into something, to transform. She pushes him along and says, "It's Daya's turn. He's the last one. Come on." Daya, you are given the Zonzon doll. As you heard, you are the last one.
Yeah, Daya goes to take it. I think that he kind of like almost cradles it on his forearms. And kind of sits down with it. Gets comfy. And I think he thinks for a minute. And he kind of goes to speak to the Zonzon doll. Like in a really soft, like comforting voice. And I think he starts by saying, "You know, I don't know if we ever really learned your name. But I forgive you for the ways that you were and the things that you did. I think in a better life we could have shared this place and been neighbors or allies. But I think your life was too cruel, and I think it made you cruel. And I'm sorry that it had to end in bloodshed, and that you never had a chance to really make something better out of your life." But we move forward, and I hope wherever you are, you can rest easy now. And he's gonna hand back the Zonzon doll.
You hand back the Zonzon doll. Nothing seems to happen.
Mhm.
But you see as Crew takes the doll and puts it into the wheelbarrow and begins a march almost towards the lake.
I think,
Many people with paper lanterns guiding the way.
yeah, I think Daya goes too.
We all watch as Zonzon doll is put to the side, held by Lindsay, as Crew slowly unpacks everything in the wheelbarrow into the river. It is guided along the river. Someone gives him a boat. It has a small candle that is not lit yet. Zonzon is put into the wheelbarrow, from the wheelbarrow into the boat. The candle is lit, and you all watch as he floats down the river. Paper lanterns taken and put into it. It is a cold night. Freezing. The water's not frozen. That doll is moving. It does not sink. Eventually, as it is lost sight of, not even a bird or a fish to see what happens, it is plucked from the water. Into a different
dimension and into a different world. The first world is a very thin place. You are neighbors. Taken straight from the waters, does not even need to touch land, as from a mirror, someone takes the doll and this boat, staring at its contents, a spell used on it to see and hear the words given. There doesn't seem to be a very big reaction. It is put on a shelf next to Tartuccio's cloak. We come back, and all of you are walking back home. There's screeching as children are told to go to bed, as it is well past their bedtime. Perry, near you, there are some children throwing rocks and roughhousing. Whenever a rock gets thrown into a bush, there is a loud yelp of a creature.
I'm gonna go check out the creature.
It comes to you as well. You see a fox.
Is it orange?
It's red. White socks. Black muzzle. It has a leaf in its mouth. It makes a whining sound coming close to you. And it passes you the leaf, a bit too intelligent as a creature. It is Sylvan. It is a Dryad's dialect. Poorly written. Someone who has learned this dialect. Something that you would know as your father's writing.
Oh.
Perry, your mother is missing.
Oh,
I'm gone out to church. Stop speaking.
I'm sorry, I can't react!
Your mother is missing. Do not come home. I will not be there.
I think Perry sits down in the middle of the fucking sidewalk.
Ella. You are walking home, and things seem to be fine. You do not see children misbehaving. You manage to get to your room before you feel the press of a splintering headache. You are splitting. Your hands do not feel like yours, and you are seeing sides of your room that do not seem to really be there. From chrome to stone, your brain is shattering in your mind. You feel Midge tight around you. Where you feel Midge and her body pressing on you, you feel hands tight telling you to come back. Come back. It's okay. You eventually do come to. You're on the ground, you're staring at the ceiling, and you're sweating. The ceiling looks smooth, and then once again it is stone. You are in your fortress. You are home. It's not cold anymore.
What?
Warwick. You are with crew and company. It's a slow walk home. Eventually, you see Tristian come to you. He is at your side, and he is close. He whispers to you, "I found them." None of the children know what's going on. Dea,
Yeah.
coming home with your lovers to the cabin. None of you sleep very easily. It's a trait.
Mm-hmm.
You feel the cold air as Octavia and Ragongar rush to quickly make a fire with magic. Your head hurts for a moment. It's a small splitting headache. You stare at the cabin around you, and the walls go smooth and then go back to stone. You need to take a second. That's normal for you.
Mm-hmm.
Before you can continue walking into your home. The walls are not smooth. That will be the end of the episode.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Congratulations on getting out of the time skip.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
What does that mean?
What
What
do
does
you
that
mean
fucking
none of the
mean?
children know what's going on? What do you mean your mother is missing? She's a fucking tree.
I personally am very concerned that both Gala and Dea had little flits between walls being smooth and being stone.
I'm fucked up about it because do you want to know what Dea and Galilea have in common?
They touched foreheads earlier. They also have.
They also are the two people that get memories when they touch the pendant, not talk to the
Oh
girl.
shit.
Ooh, that's a good point.
I'm gonna stop the session so we can continue theorizing, but I'm fucked up right now.
Whoa.